by the way.
20-something.
Hey, I think we're live.
Looks like it.
Hey,
Damn. We
comments.
are
Hello,
live.
everybody.
Hi.
Hope you have your copy of Doomsday Clock.
Yeah, we're not going to do that here.
Everyone's
I
got their
never
Doom-
wanted to read Doomsday Clock until now.
All right, well, here we are live. Biggest group I've ever had. We're going to do some Star Wars, some tabletopping. We have a variety of guests here. I'm very grateful to have all of them. And they all have varying levels of experience with tabletop playing. So I have a friend. He popped in me and Sparks' chat last week who's really into tabletop. So hopefully he'll jump in tonight and watch us. Let's go across the top here, and everybody introduce yourself to my viewers.
I'm Phil, host of Comics Talk Weekly. You can catch me Sundays live at 4 p.m. Eastern, talking about all things comics. I'll turn it over to Harry O. Fat Guy.
Well, I'm the Harry Old Fat Guy. You all know me from this. Been sick for a while. I'm good. I'm good to go. I had to change my name so I stay out of trouble with HR. So that's why I'm now HOFG Comics. So, and on to Lewis. That direction.
Hey, I'm Lewis. I make cool stuff out of clay. Hit me on Instagram, Shadow Rabbit Clay Guy. Let's go to my man, Mr. Sithlordly.
Sithlordly, hanging in the OC, California. Run Spine Ticks with pretty much everybody who's on the panel right now. You can catch us tomorrow night for a comic book chop up and comedy and clips. Let's kick it over to Nola.
Hi, I'm Nola. I like long walks on the beach and candlelit dinner. And I really appreciate a good sense of humor, and I'm really liking my positioning between Sith and Sparks. No problem.
Making a sandwich.
Go to that guy. That guy.
That guy. Sparks.
Highlight that guy.
Highlight that guy. No, don't highlight me.
Are you wearing pants, Sparks?
I am.
Okay.
I'm also wearing a hat now because I have a Star Wars hat.
That's better.
But I don't have an indie hat. So I just did a indie comics talk with we got in the chat Caroline's Comics talking about all the indie comics that have come out recently. So that's what I do. Talk about comics. Show comics. Everyone knows that.
Lots of comics. Lots of books.
Lots of comics.
Lots of comics.
Exactly. But ready to try out a Star Wars RPG.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to go completely basic. If you had never played, which I believe Harry Old Fat Guy and Sparks have the least experience here because they've never done it at all. Phil and Sith, I believe, have the most experience. Nola's got the most recent experience, and Lewis has a little bit. He's kind of probably the in-between guy.
But Sparks is played Quidditch, so
I'll take it from the start just in case.
So this is going to be a very basic rundown here we're going to give because everybody's going to be learning with us, right? So if somebody wants to go and play this game themselves, then they can do it. It's super easy. All you need to play, and this is true for almost any tabletop system if you know the core rules, is you need a set of dice and pencil and paper. And I'm the only one with dice right now, except for Phil. He actually has dice there.
I would have dug mine out too, but whatever.
But there is an easy out. If you don't have dice, you can go to Google. Sparks, you can do this because I think everybody else is ready. Just get a window open for Google and type in dice roller. And you're going to get a little bar up there that has the 7 main types of dice. What I want you to do is I want you to click on the 20-sided one and get rid of the other ones that are on there. You don't want any other one popping up other than the 20-sided one right now.
Is it diceroller.com?
You just type dice roller, and Google has a dice roller.
Oh, yeah. Damn. See, now you got
built-in browser app.
Now I got malware on my machine.
Now you got malware. You can do anything. I don't think it has to be.
Why is Doomsday Clock and Russian women popping up now? It's only 99 cents.
So does everybody have it?
That's cheap. That's yeah. I got
Is
it.
that PGX 9.8?
Hey, can you put the link to that in the private chat?
Link to what?
To Google.com?
Yeah.
No. Well, because there's like 10 million sites on there.
It's not a site. It pops up in Google below the search bar.
Yeah, if you just type dice roller, it just shows up.
Yep.
Okay.
It looks like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
there we go.
it's written in
I was using
Russian.
DuckDuckGo. That's why.
Yeah.
Make sure you click on the
Not.
20-sided dice.
Yeah.
I should probably pull it up on my phone so I can prove that I'm not rolling it. So if I roll,
Yeah,
a 20,
if you want to bring it up on your phone, do that because then we can show it off. Now I'm the only one that does not have to show my dice because some rolls are secret. Now I may show you guys some of the rolls, but some of them you won't know.
Well,
then.
I hate secret.
Hey,
I'm
Danny,
surprised
did you
Bill
get
doesn't have
a
his
haircut,
little,
bro?
High school
Like
scheme
that,
thing
is it?
going, showing where he can like roll real dice and like project it on the wall. There you
Danny.
go.
Danny, did you get a haircut?
Yeah, Liz did it the other day.
Okay, it was bothering me, so I just had to call it out now before.
Bothering?
It was just different.
Damn,
Me too. Not so hairy
non-hairy,
now.
non-hairy old fat guy.
No.
He's just old fat guy.
And,
Not
and
just old fat guy now.
HOFD.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody not have their dice ready?
I'm still fumbling with it.
The most computer literate person here.
Sith, just go get your dice.
Okay. I don't know where they are. All right. So anyway,
Look. Come on, dice roller.
Pull it up on your phone.
no. I got a site up, but it's got all these like different dice on there. Roll dice. It says roll.
Yeah.
20.
So you just want
Roll
to
dice 20-sided.
The 27 is the only one you need right now. We may progress and do more dice later, but for this, probably it's only going to be 20. We're going to keep it super simple.
My problem is I was rolling. I had like 15 dice on the screen.
I've
So
got
I'm good.
2 real life dice right here. These are my main ones that I use whenever I'm DMing.
All right. Well, you want it on my phone or my computer?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you can bring it up with share screen sometime, then that's fine. If not, I don't care.
Yeah, I can.
So, okay, then what
I'm going to
to
lie about it anyway.
Then what I want you guys to do
look
is
at 20.
I want you to
Another
take
20. Another.
your scrap piece of paper, and I want you to just make a little line where you're going to write your character's name, but don't fill that in yet. And then below that, I want you to put, I'm going to go through each one of you, and you're going to do tally marks, and that's going to be your health bar. And each of you has different levels of tally marks. So we'll start with Phil. Phil, you have 2 tally marks.
That doesn't feel like a lot.
Huh?
That doesn't feel like a lot.
Phil's the first one to die in this show.
all about water displacement.
Ariel, fat guy, you have 4 tally marks.
Yeah, see, like I said, not a lot.
It's all the
Lewis,
hot dogs he's been eating.
you also have 4 tally marks.
It's been good knowing you, Phil.
Sparks, you have 2 tally marks.
See you in the
crap.
cantina.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Nola and Steve, you guys both have 3 tally marks.
3. What the hell, man? I work out.
I'm jealous.
I work out.
I work out.
Hey, is this a one-off character? Like
Yeah.
just name
In
him
the
like
future, so if you guys like this and want to
Francisco.
do more, we can do a more robust experience in the future. Potentially one where you can take a character and keep bringing it back. But this is going to be you're going to have an assigned character in this one to learn the game.
I want to name myself after the Doomsday Clock guy, Alexander.
You can do that. I don't give a
Yeah.
damn. Okay, so generally speaking, okay, what's going to happen is we're all going to be in a role play scenario, and if you don't understand the role of the dungeon master, the game master, I'm not really there. Okay, I'm basically your god. All right, and
I see how it is.
and I'm also like the narrator of the story. But you guys are all also narrators of the story. This is not a one-man show at all. Like you guys will all have different contributing parts to make this happen. Think of it like campfire stories. Think of it like that. That's basically what it's campfire stories with dice and paper and pencil.
Lewis hasn't moved in like a minute.
Oh, there was one.
Yeah, there was a movement.
Yeah, you're gonna notice to just have like the photo put up.
He was
taped there.
mesmerized.
Taking a nap back there.
He made a life-size wax model of himself to put in front of the camera.
He clayed himself. Pause.
So generally, when you're playing a game like this, you have a character sheet that has all kind of stats. But this is an ultra simplified version, so your stats are going to be all relegated to a 20-sided dice. All right. And a standard RPG has 7 dice. You got 20-sided, you've got 12. There's 2 different 10-sided. One is for percentage rolls and one is for chance. And then there's also 6-sided and 4-sided and what is that? That's all of them, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Which would get weird. There's a 12-sided, I think.
Yeah, the 12-sided, yeah.
Are these common core dice?
Yeah, common core, yeah. But we will be exercising other dice at some point if this takes off and you guys start enjoying it more. And you'll have a character sheet, but everything's going to be relegated to that. So to keep it simple, when you do a roll, 20 is good, 1 is bad. Okay. For basic things, anything above 10 is going to be considered a success. Anything below 10 is going to be considered a fail. Anything below 5 is going to be a really bad fail. Anything above 15 is going to be an awesome success. So whatever you're trying to do, that's going to be the gauge. But also when the roll happens, let's say you get a 17, I'm going to determine just how good a 17 is for that situation.
Are we taking bets right now on how many ones Sparks and Phil are going to get?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. So
What's the over-under on that?
1s and 20s are called crits, meaning critical failures or critical successes. And they can be absolutely devastating or absolutely miraculous. Like you want to pull off some crazy shit, roll a 20. So.
Oops, I crit my pants.
As far as healing goes, you guys have your health bars. If you take a hit, which I'm keeping a documentation of this too, just kind of watch your own stuff too and to keep an idea of what it is, but I'm going to know what your health is, so you can't fake it. When you get a hit, scratch one of those off or erase if you're using a pencil, and then you're going to have the opportunity, like if you get Bacta, like a Bacta tank, like from Star Wars, for those of you who know Star Wars, that will heal you by 1 point. But if you get down to 0, that doesn't mean you're dead. That means you're incapacitated. So if that happens, a teammate, or if you have an ally, can run up to you and do a check on you, meaning that they're going to have to do a roll. And if they get a successful roll, they can get you back to life where you're lucid, but you're not going to be able to fight anymore, and you're going to have 1 until you get to safety. Now, you're not going to – here's the deal. If you drop below a certain threshold, you won't be able to fully heal until you get away from all the danger. So keep that in mind.
Stranger danger.
Yeah.
See something? Say something.
All right. Hey, Sith, something I messed up, and I don't have access to it on Liz's computer. Do you happen to have that link I sent you for that video clip?
Oh, man. I'll have to go into the archives. But I'm glad you brought up clips. Are you going to be playing any Spine Ticks comedy clips during this show?
No, but we might make some Spine Ticks comedy.
Say. Yeah.
How to do a Google search.
We're already making some.
Yeah.
All right. Let me. I'm pretty sure I got it somewhere.
Yeah. If you have it, then you could put it on share screen. I made
I'll just put it in the private chat for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I like to say it like East meets West. I always say, check the private chat.
By the way, I just found 10 hours of Star Wars music on YouTube. So.
Oh, sweet.
Shout out to
See you next week, Nola. All right, it's in the private chat.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, I can't. She doesn't have touchscreen on her thing, so I don't even know how you copy paste. I'm afraid if I click it, it's going to take me away from you guys.
It should open in a new tab.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, and then just type the. Well, hold on. I can't look at it at the same time. Damn it! Just click it, Spark or Sith.
Sparks is better at that.
Yeah, any one of you guys can click that in the private chat and bring it up because I can't.
He's going to roll a 1, death by link.
Okay, I've got it.
Okay, cool. So if you don't mind, put that on share screen and go ahead and hit play.
You'll have to bring the shared screen in.
All right.
Once you
I haven't done that, have I?
No, I still see you.
Okay.
You got it, Phil?
Yeah, I do, but I'm like resetting the video before I share.
He's got to close his
Someone's asking if this is the same Star Wars RPG from the early 90s.
No, I just used the picture for it because it looked really cool.
There you go.
Are you seeing this?
This is a very watered down thing. This is based on the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, but it's still a watered down version of that.
This is a pick a number from 1 to 10 version.
Sort of. It's just to get you flexing to understand how it works. In the future, we can go as robust as you want.
I'm sure Harry Old Fat Guy does a lot of role playing.
I thought you were going to say he gets robust a lot.
Papa Bear and, you know.
You weren't seeing that at all, were you?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Because it's asking me what I want to share my entire screen. And
I wish I could click it, but if I click it, it's going to take me away from you guys.
I got
Do
it.
you see what I just shared?
You ready?
Yeah.
Seeing nothing.
So far, it's not. You have to go and select the option right below the video stuff that should have a
StreamYard.
shared screen.
What?
You have to pull in. So, do you see where I
Oh,
shared?
I see. I had you maximized. Phil, yours is right there. Okay, yeah. I didn't realize that was going to be on my end.
Yeah.
So, Phil, I'm going to bring yours up. Can you restart it?
Yeah.
And then Sparks, you could just kill yours. Let me know when you're going to restart it.
I'm ready.
Okay, and
There we go.
Sean.
We're learning together.
Phil, you should read this. Phil, can you read it out loud?
Okay.
yeah, that'd be perfect.
Tell us the weather.
Episode 0. There's a large blue front flying in from the west. No, sorry. Attack of the spine ticks. In a universe where Nickelback is not a popular band, a lonely starship with a small crew make their way into a spaceport that is nestled comfortably in the dark reaches of space.
Stop me there.
Patiently waiting. It has been several years since the Rebel Alliance has destroyed the mighty Death Star. Air of caution and conspiracies abound have caused the Empire to crack down and take no shit from anyone. In the cantina of this small spaceport, 2 shipwrecked fighter pilots await to hitch a ride back to their shipping headquarters. Could this new arrival be their ride out?
All right. You can.
I could hear Lady Sith laughing downstairs.
All right. We can drop that out. Excellent. Thank you for bringing that up.
Okay.
You teleported me, man. That was beautiful.
Now I'm the meat in between the two bread ends.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there you go. So I'm going to describe the scenario.
Come on, over my shoulder.
There is a spaceport floating in the nether reaches. We're not near a planet or anything. I want you guys to think about think of the diner from Spaceballs. All right. It's just kind of on its own. It's
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not rinky dink, but it's small. And there's a diner there, and then there's a small crowd, maybe 30 people. And in that crowd, you have 2 freighter pilots that are they had an asteroid collision, whatever, and they got to safety, but they need to get back to their shipping headquarters, so they're hanging out. And those 2 freighter pilots are Nola, and you are a human, and Harry Old Fat Guy, who's a Wookiee. You're his co-pilot for the. Yeah. So you guys are kind of hanging out. You're looking for the next good-looking ride that you could get out of there, right? And on the other side of the room, you see a band manager setting up equipment, and he's getting ready to have a music star start playing. By the way, I didn't mention non-playable characters are done by me unless I assign someone else a non-playable character. So keep that in mind. So I will be the band manager whenever he's needed.
Hey, just you got to highlight Sean Miller for a minute. His description of this game.
Where?
Very bottom. I think.
Hang on, I'm trying to get it. My thing's really slow. If I have it, I don't even have the comments up.
Oh, well, he basically said this sounds like the Star Wars made-for-TV holiday
I
special.
see. Yeah.
We'll have to play this every year at this time.
We
Yeah.
we may not be that good.
Oh, this is going to be better.
There's always hope.
Is there a new hope? Just saying.
Not here.
That'd be a used up hope.
Yeah, I'm going to refrain from pulling the comments up because I'm afraid it's going to crash me.
Okay,
Like,
fair enough.
yeah. How do
You
you
got
get
a
it?
very small budget for this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disney
I
did
mean,
not
exactly.
let us
They had a very
off the
small
leash
budget.
very
What is
far.
it, YouTube or what?
Okay.
Made in
All right.
made in North Korea.
So the performer tonight is going to be. He was actually a very popular performer back in the the old Republic era, and he had a lot of hits. And he is Comics Talk Weekly Phil, and you are basically Phil Collins' Lobot in space. So you've got like the head thing, kind of like Lobot has. But here's the thing that happened. When you were at the top of your game, the band manager, he snapped one of those things on you and he's got you under his control. So you have to do whatever the band manager says. And in the moments of your lucidity, you always look for a way that you can escape this guy.
He's a gimp.
Yeah. Now, the problem is, the trade-off is that whenever he took your ability to cognate, he took your ability to write new music. So all you're doing is your old washed up stuff, and you're playing diners now.
I'm
Can't
so out of
cognate.
love. I'm so lost without you.
So, so you're looking for the first sign of any chance for you to escape. You're going to take it.
Can he tell when I'm cognitive?
No, he can't. If he starts to realize you're trying to get away, then he can try to take control. But So you are your space opera Phil Collins Lobot.
Okay.
So play your role correctly. All right.
I did not see this coming in the air tonight.
Oh no.
Well, Susu Studio to you.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So band manager's over here. He's setting up your keyboard, and Nola, you and Ariel Fat Guy, you guys noticed that the band's getting ready to play. The musician, the artist, he's getting ready to play. But then in the doorway, you see two kind of Outlander-like individuals, and they are Sithlordly and Sparks, who are partners aboard their little freighter ship that doesn't exactly do the most upstart things. They might be smugglers. They might be pirates. Sith is the captain.
Might be
And
a pirate.
Sparks,
We're pirate questioning.
Sparks, you're the ship's mechanic, so you actually
Oh,
know
we're
a
messed-
lot of technical things.
If he's a mechanic, we're screwed.
But you're not a great fighter.
At least we're not hammered.
Not yet.
Yeah, and there's actually a third member of the crew, but that member is not here because your entire mission, just like their mission is to get home, Phil's mission is to escape his, person. Sith, your mission is to find your long lost companion droid, Kara 3000.
Oh, okay. I've been lonely without Kara 3000.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
okay. She's very similar to
by
Lando's
companion
droid.
droid, I mean ...
Yeah. And since I've been without Kara 3000, Sparks has been sleeping with one eye open. So
It's a pirate thing.
What am I?
pirate questioning.
So Sparks,
Whoa.
your character has a little bit of a secret, but you don't know that secret obviously right now because I didn't talk to you about it. but you do have a secret that you will come to know should you survive long enough to bring it into play. But one of the things I do on tabletop gaming is I typically have index cards and I fill stuff out and I'll hand it to people that are secrets. And that can be really fun. And actually last year I had one that an index card stayed out of play for almost 5 months.
Nice.
And that was with weekly playing. That's how. So usually they don't take that long or whatever. But since we can't do index cards, some of you have received private messages and secrets about yourself. Lewis is not present right now, but we're going to start the role playing.
I don't think he's present in the game either. Look at
Yeah, move.
I'm with you in spirit, though.
Oh, hey,
All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to ask all of those that are present, so everyone but Lewis, to roll your D20 dice and tell us your number.
5.
19.
4.
Oh shit! Well,
Damn it, Sparks! Why you gotta be on my,
Hang
my
on.
ship?
He's a lover, not a fighter.
Oh, come on. 17.
17.
yeah, here we go.
Yeah, but I got a 19, so we're good, Sparks.
And Harold Fat Guy?
Oh shit!
You're good.
Hey, you're with me, man. The
Three.
Black Pearl.
What is it?
Shit's falling apart on me.
3. Okay. So what that
Yeah,
is called,
3.
that's called rolling initiative. Basically, it's the initiative that you take to do something in the game. Typically, it revolves around battle, but it occasionally can revolve around in-game role playing. Whenever everybody's divided, you guys aren't like exactly a team right now. You don't know each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to go top to bottom. So Steve, you enter, the spaceport, and you're looking around for your next big gig to make some money.
Mm.
So you're looking around the room, and what catches your interest?
This robot gimp over there that looks like he's sort of famous from before. I'm trying to figure out what seems kind of like a shell of his former self. Maybe if he maybe if he sings a few bars, it'll jog my memory.
Okay. So are you gonna like approach the bar and wait for the music to start playing, or?
Well, being a pirate questioning individual, an opportunist, I'm probably going to, kind of lay low and kind of observe. You know what I mean? I'm not going to just kind of walk out, cock out. I'm going to kind of sidle up to the bar and kind of, crack open a brew and, stare.
Perfect. Bartender's there, and he's like, "What'll it be, Mac?"
I'd like a Tatooine sunrise.
Oh, a man of taste, I see. And he starts mixing the drink up. All right. So we're going to go down to the next person, which is Nola. So you're sitting there. You just saw these two shoddy individuals come in. What do you think?
How far am I from Phil's character?
From Phil, you're like maybe 15 feet away, but Steve is like 4 feet. You and Harold Fat Guy are in a booth, and he just went up to the bar, and the booth is like across from that.
All right.
Sparks is kind of walking behind Steve, but he's not quite in the doorway yet.
I'm going to walk up to Phil's character and ask him, "Aren't you that guy that used to be famous?"
Do you remember? I'm doing my best to list off Phil Collins songs for everything.
I know. I appreciate that, by the way. I was trying to come up with another one in response, but I couldn't think of one.
Please make your character only speak in
Phil Colonies.
all night.
Sorry, what was your question?
Just trying to be an in general dick because I'm in a bad mood.
Oh.
I'm going to walk up to Phil's character and go, "Hey, didn't you used to be famous?"
I don't care anymore.
And then all of a sudden, the manager takes a device and goes bzzz, like that, and Phil goes up straight. He stands straight. He goes, "Hey,
Used to be. I thought you were here to see my show. I'm going on in just a minute." And then I don't know. Under my breath, "Please help me."
You're trying to indicate. Then you're
well, see, I have
What's
questions.
the safe word?
I have questions. Am I assume I'm aware of my predicament.
Yeah.
Can I solicit? I can solicit for help. I
yes,
guess.
you can.
Okay. So priorities are to escape. Do I also want to be released from my tracker?
You definitely want that, but priority number one is just to get away from the band manager at the first chance that you think you can get away with it. But if he goes buzz,
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I can see you're a fan. Let me buy you a drink before the show. I want to get away from the band manager and take him over to the bar, where I can talk to him about saving my ass.
Okay.
It's
So
my
you're gonna go with the so I'm guessing Nola, you just got put off by that whole interaction then.
Well, let me tell you about it over here, over drinks.
So you're trying to pull me off to the side? Is that
Okay.
Oh,
Band manager goes back to start setting stuff up again.
all right.
okay? Well, I'll go have a drink with Phil then.
Okay, perfect. All right. So next we have, let's see, who was next? Phil, it was you actually.
Oh,
So do you have anything to add to that?
are we at the bar?
Yeah, you guys, you're walking over there with him, and you're like a few feet away from where Sith is.
All right. Well, I want to just say it in general. I'm noticing that in the air tonight, there's a lot of folks in here that look like maybe against all odds, they might be able to help me. And I got to say, if you end up being one of those people, then you'll be in my heart.
Well, this is the world we live in.
Yeah.
Maybe Phil can show us on his body where the bad man hurt him.
Yes. Just say, hey, look, man, I need to get out of this place. I am under the thumb of this guy over here who's got me in a tracking device, and he's forcing me to perform songs that just make me want to say, I just can't stop loving you. And I want to stop loving you. Believe me. So can you help me?
Okay,
I'll give you all my royalties just to get me out of this place.
So basically, you're just looking for another day in paradise?
Yeah. Yes. If leaving me is easy.
Good idea. Giving
Anyone under 30 has no idea what these songs are.
I know, right?
Did that guy just not shock collar you? Are you wearing a shock collar?
Well, I'm wearing something that gives me pain, right? But if I'm
you got
talking
the
to a
hit
fan,
robot.
but I'm talking to a fan, right? I'm buying a fan drinks. So that's
That's
I'm
right.
doing that for show for my manager.
Yeah. Okay. Nola, now you know your own predicament here. Like you feel sorry for him and shit, but like you're trying to get off this station too. So
Right.
So what are you going to tell him?
Let's see.
Are we in the same boat?
Yeah, I think we're in the same boat, my friend. I think we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Okay. Well, I'm not a wanted man. I just need to get away from that guy. Do you got a pass you're going to be bringing with you?
Do I have a what?
And in other words, do we have to are we worried about the law as we run away?
Does
I
it
want to know how
matter?
sneaky we got to be.
Oh, you're asking me? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking in character. I'm like,
No. I'm just wondering, how sneaky do we got to be? I'm not a wanted
so
man.
Right
Other
now,
than
it's
by
not
my
an
guy.
opportune time. You're going to watch these. You can watch these guys and see what they're going to do, but it's not the best time right now because your manager's just going to turn around and buzz you.
Am I hearing all the conversation?
Yeah, you are within earshot, actually.
And so Sparks and I fly a freighter, like
Yeah.
to carry.
You guys are partners. Yeah.
So I look over at Sparks. I'm like, hey, these guys look like maybe we can make some credits off of them, Sparks.
Sure.
What
That's
do you,
all I'm going to let you say because that was out of turn. But that
Okay.
could happen. In that quick instant, then you could say something like that.
See, Sith's already at the bar, but I'm still walking in the door.
Yeah, you're
My initiative was so low.
You're trying to indicate. Put it this way: you got enough to be able to indicate to Sparks that something's up, that you may have your next big gig here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Sparks, you're walking through the door, and Harold, fat guy, you're still sitting over in your booth. So you do notice Sparks walk in, and you're currently looking at Sparks while this next interaction takes place, and which is Sparks. So as you come in, you see your partner. He's talking. You assume, hey, he's cutting deals. You got a few minutes to chill out, all that kind of stuff. You look to the exact opposite side of the cantina, and over in a dark corner, you see a cute little alien chick. She's a Zeltron, which is like the red,
Oh yeah.
the blue hair, you know?
He's got a calendar.
This is like, she's a humanoid. So think like Thrawn, but without the crazy eyes and red skin.
Okay.
Cool.
Skin, blue hair. And this, man, you've been out in space for a while. Man, this is a 9.5 on the CGC. All right.
9.5. Those are like Roger grades.
That's a regular.
You're like a 9.8.
But on the upside, that is crazy rare.
Phil does have a
That's true.
9.5.
Yeah, even in this fantasy universe, it's crazy rare. But anyway, so she's kind of giving you the wink, wink, nod, nod. But you know, it's up to you what you want to do. Do you want to go over and see what's going on, or do you want to avoid like the plague?
He's gonna lose some
I'll go over and
kidneys.
see what's going on. I mean, she's a 9.5. Come on, I can't pass that up. So you walk over. hey, once you go here, you don't go back. So,
Who's going right now?
Yeah, I thought it was Sparks.
It's Sparks.
oh,
Look at Harry. Guys. He's trying
The
to Wookiee
Wookiee's
hump
taking
it.
it.
You're gonna what?
Hey, Wookiees need it too.
The Wookiee might be
love
fighting
too.
me over there.
Rip
No,
off
just
your
watching
arms.
this go down.
But so what? Other than this secret that I don't know what it is, what like? And I'm a mechanic. What is my other like motivation? Anything?
Money. Okay. so
Wow.
so
You're an
you
opportunist.
you guys are both sympathetic to the rebellion, but you guys really kind of stay away from that. And it's
We're kinda-
actually same with Nola and Harold Fat Guy. You guys are like that too.
Okay, so we're kind of Han Solo-esque types, where sympathetic but don't want to touch it.
Yeah. Pirate questioning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that girl's probably trying to get me to buy something from her. So I don't know if I want to go over there.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna
Well-
go get a yub nub from the bar.
Okay. So you're gonna go get a yub nub. All right. So you go up to the bar and you're gonna get that.
The damn good drink at the bar at Star Wars Park.
Can I get you to roll a d20 right now?
No, you cannot. The game stops here.
He rolls a 1. It's over.
What?
Okay. So you went up to the bar and you got your yub nub, but the problem is you have been charmed by this girl in the corner and you just can't resist yourself, so you have to go.
My initiative was too low. My resistance to her charm was too low.
Now you have to show her books.
But I'll tell you what, because you didn't go below 5, you didn't buy her a yub nub.
I didn't buy her a drink. All right.
But you're interested. You want to know why she's calling you over there.
All right.
And she sits down and she says, "Hey there, space pirate. What brings you to this neck of the woods?"
Money. Looking for some money.
I like money.
Her eyes get big as she nods and she says, money makes the universe spin.
Can the universe spin?
Yeah. So she says, what exactly are you here at this port for? You're here for money, but what kind of jobs do you take?
Take all kinds of jobs. Whatever pays the bills.
She said, well, maybe you'd like to step off with me somewhere and I can show you a job.
Damn, did you age restrict this?
Sparks, just so you know, there's like a million tool jokes for a mechanic just waiting.
Is that a yay?
It sounds like she's an easy lover.
So are you going to yay or nay that offer?
To let's see, let's
Step off
steal
somewhere more
a
private.
Phil Collins song here. You going to take me home?
for a groovy kind of love.
Hey man, that's against all odds.
It's your call, man. You can walk away if you feel too nervous about it, or you
Let's see what's going on.
So you're gonna follow her, okay? Because I was gonna make you roll again, and that would have determined if you can actually pass it. If you failed again, then she's gonna have her way with you the whole night.
So I want to see what's going on.
Okay. So
It sounds like maybe there's a money making opportunity.
Sure.
For me and Sis.
So she gets up off the booth, goes over and hits a button on the wall. The door goes up and there's a hallway, and you go off. Sith, you have not noticed your partner just disappear in the back with this chick, but Harold Fat Guy, you know that happened. And we're gonna cut to Harold Fat Guy. You're just in this booth.
Wookiee was eyeing her already, so.
You can
So
have a
Harold
threesome.
Fat Guy, what are you thinking about all this? What do you want to do? You know your partner's talking it out with his guy, and his guy just went off somewhere, and then Phil Collins is over here doing God knows what.
Now, am I
Hey.
within earshot of everybody? The conversations also?
You didn't hear
You're hearing.
this conversation. You just saw him go over and talk to her and take off with her. But you're within earshot. You can hear them.
Well, since I don't know that Seth is part of everything, trying to get everything coordinated or whatever, I'm just going to let it go, let it slide for now, see what happens. Because there's, why get involved in something that doesn't concern me?
Yeah, you're just trying to get out of
My,
here. Right?
Yeah, I just want to get. I don't.
Sparks is with
don't
her
want
right
no
now.
trouble.
Look at
Just get out of here. Yeah, yeah, she took off.
You got Sparks all steamed up. He had a
He's over on Google.
look at him
Role
Voltron.
playing to a whole new level.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him go. Just not do anything about him right now. Just trying to get out of here.
So we're not back to Steve, okay?
Yeah.
You haven't noticed your partner gone yet, but someone can tell you if they decide to. If they notice to take off, that they can. But you
Let me ask
obviously
you a backstory question. How attached to Sparks am I?
you guys are really tight.
Oh man, don't fuck up Sparks.
Not anymore.
Because I was gonna say if not, then whatever you want to do, man.
So you guys are really tight, but Nola and Harold Fat Guy, you guys aren't super tight. You guys are just coworkers, but you are coworkers that do get along really well. Like you're just not, you don't know each other. You literally work for a shipping company and you just do this,
I'm assuming.
Okay, so we're not a Han and Chewie type.
No, they're more of a Han and Chewie type than you guys are. You guys are corporate workers. Nola, you asked.
Okay.
I was going to say, do we understand Wookiee first of all?
Shreewook?
You do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cool.
So, Steve, what's going on? What are you going to do?
So you said I didn't notice Sparks going off with the hot red chick?
Your back is to that, but you're paying attention to Phil and Nola's conversation.
What a shitty pirate I am if I'm turning my back to stuff, right?
Well, you're looking at the money right there. You know that there's a gig right here.
Yeah. All right. Well, and I've heard their conversation. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I go up to the both of them, kind of in a cool manner, and I say, "Hey, I noticed that it seems like you guys are itching to get out of this place. I could probably make that happen if the price is right."
And what price would that be?
Oh, let's say 10,000 now, 10,000 later when we get out to the Alderaan system.
I don't know what kind of money I have. It's not on my character sheet, but I have royalties. Maybe I assume.
Well,
My character sheet's a little empty.
I think we can probably try and work something out, but we have one problem, and that's intergalactic Phil Collins is sort of stuck here. He's got a restrictor bolt or something that his manager controls. But if you can help us free him, then I think we can work something out.
Nola, real quick, can you do a D20 roll for me right now?
Real quick.
And then I'll ask too: is it like a device that gives him a control over me? Is it something can be
He has
taken
the thing
away from him?
Like
Shocks your nuts.
Okay.
What you got?
I don't care anymore.
So that roll right there determined your level of commitment to getting Phil out of here, because you are you're sympathetic to him. You already were, but that right there is the gauge on a scale from 1 to 20 of how much you want to help this pop star get out.
Damn, he treats the Wookiee like a coworker, but he just met Phil, and he's like, I'm going to dedicate my life to you.
You knew it.
I lost my virginity to this man's songs. He's coming out.
To a female Wookiee.
That's right.
Okay. Well, Steve, what's your response to that?
Well, I said, anything is negotiable, but if I gotta, bust some knuckles here, it's gonna cost extra. I'm not running a charity.
Okay.
Is this the manager here that we got to take care of? He doesn't seem so tough. Phil Collins.
Who's answering?
I think he's
talking
muted.
to you.
He is muted.
The manager's the guy that's over there setting up all the band equipment. I saw him when he shocked him and kind of brought him back in line. So we got to figure out how to get him out of here. I can't. This guy is like my hero. I can't have this guy left here to rot playing diner songs. He's meant for more than that.
Please take me home.
Oh Jesus, Phil.
Well, I think at this point, right, I would be checking with my partner, and I would be turning around and noticing that Sparks is not there.
Yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
All right, so we're gonna stop with that with this interaction here. So, well, who is next? No, well, you guys are both the top number. We're done with you guys, so we're gonna go down. Phil, you were next, so we're gonna go back to Sparks because you guys kind of all were interacting there, and your numbers went down. So, Sparks, you're going down this hallway with this this chick or whatever, and she says she asks you. She goes, "So, what was the last job you took?"
As I beep.
Blasting Phil again.
His pot pie's ready.
It's just a fire in the next room.
Nah, it's my instant phone. What was the last job we took? Man, this is why I don't play these because I'm how to come up with stories.
Think about something is killing the children. Use something from there.
The three-eye Ector beast on
We were transporting some creatures across the galaxy.
She goes, "Creatures? What kind of creatures?"
You know, kind with the sharp claws and
Doyle.
long legs.
Ah. All right.
Oh.
So
And sharp claw.
shortly after you said that, you hear her footsteps stop, and then, bam! You get zapped with a stun ray.
Oh no.
You are now unconscious.
Oh, I knew I was going to die first.
You're not dead.
You're just a gimp now.
Would that have been within earshot of any of us?
No, they're way down the hallway. Doors closed to the hallway. You just know that he's gone. And where we last left off with Steve, you knew that he went. So, Harold, fat guy, you're watching their conversation there. Do you have anything to interject on?
Well, now that I know what's going on with, my partner wants to help out this Lobot guy. Well, go over there and tell him what, I just saw the, sis friend take off with that
You're going to let him know?
red chick. Yeah, I'm going to let him know now. Hey, what's going yeah,
Let me get-
your partner just went down that hallway, man.
Harold, fat guy, roll a d20.
All right.
Wesley, that's solid advice, by the way, for a man so young. Never trust the hot girl at the bar.
10.
What is it? I can't tell. Is that 10?
That's a
Yeah,
10.
10.
Okay,
10.
so you are perfectly mildly interested in helping both of these parties here. Like you're not as gung ho about Phil Collins as Nola is, and you do feel kind of bad that you've seen the guy walk off and you felt kind of funny about it, but you're not super committed, but you're not going to just turn on him either. So that's your level of commitment to helping these guys get the pop star out. So you're just up there raging Wookiee, like speaking, and then Nola has to translate for you, I guess.
Oh God, I got to speak in Wookiee. Shit.
Yeah, man, let's hear it.
I've tried for 43 years. Thank you. Whoever did that, that's what I want to say.
That was pretty good. Nola, you got to translate for him.
All right, so I look at whatever Sith's character's name is, and I tell him, I was like, look, man, my Wookiee buddy just saw your friend get lured to the back, and so maybe we can help each other out, and I can help you find your friend, and you can help us get out of here and free my well, I'm sad to say, hero.
Yeah. What he said.
Well,
he
damn
said.
it. Sparks is always getting into trouble. I'm always having to clean up. I care about the guy, but now he's costing me credits. I tell you what,
Well,
let me, we're going to stick with the price for flying you guys out, but we'll help your gimp buddy for free if you help me get Sparks back.
I nudge the Wookiee to see if that's okay with him.
Yeah. Go for it. That's fine. I don't know. Can't do it.
The Wookiee just mumbled something about root beer. I don't know.
I suggest that
Bad translation.
this Wookiee is very imposing. Why don't we just send him in there and we can look after the situation here? He can go and get Sparks back.
Well, the Wookiee's not the smartest Wookiee I've ever known. That at least one of us probably needs to go with the Wookiee. So
Okay, I'll stay here and mind the store. Why don't you two go? Since you know this Wookiee.
Okay. So we'll go rescue your partner while you sit here and do nothing. That sounds fair.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
it's the art of the deal.
The art of the deal.
Okay, all right. So you guys are deliberating on this. Some time's gone by, but we're going to cut over to Phil, who you were part of this conversation, but the manager's like, Phil, it's time to go on. It's your number's up.
Okay.
So you have to walk away and go, and you got to go perform Coming in the Air Tonight or whatever.
Well, all right. Then as I walk away towards the stage, I'm going to turn around and say, "Somebody get that box from that guy."
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to cut it back to Sparks, which he's gone. So Sparks, you're now waking up, and you are cuffed to a chair in this chick's room that she has there.
Is he wearing pants?
Yeah, he's still clothed, but you're waking up to.
Is she wearing pants?
Yes. You're waking up to seeing her on a comm link saying, "Yes, I've located the suspects. Go ahead and come in."
Mm-hmm.
And then she turns to you and she says, "Yeah, next time you walk into a diner and start having a conversation, you want to make sure it's not an Imperial informant you're telling all your illicit behavior to."
Oh, damn Imperials.
And they don't even like aliens.
Yeah. Okay. So Sparks, what do you do? Do you want to try to get out of the cuffs?
I was thinking about that. How tight are they on my hands?
Roll that D20.
Here comes the
Better
5.
than you have been.
How many tools I got in my pockets?
We're gonna find out.
Oh,
12. You have 12 tools. Okay, so here's the deal. The 12 is a positive. You can get out of this thing, but you're not going to be able to do it instantly. You need to keep her distracted or just let her do her thing or whatever. But I will let you do another roll to determine whether or not you can do anything to contact your partner via comment.
And the video has now been flagged. No.
someone's retweeting Phil Collins songs.
Oh, man.
So not only did you not do that, but the comm link busted and the speaker went off and the chick goes, "You beat that." She pulls it out. And you don't even have a comm link anymore.
Solid.
Worst mechanic ever.
I have some real bad rolls here. I just need to start rolling and saying it's a 20.
We get back to Steve. We're going to need Harold Fat Guy back, actually, because he's technically
He's back.
okay.
So
Good.
I'm kind of done for the moment because she took my comm link.
So we'll fill in Harold Fat Guy. Basically, he tried to get out of the cuffs, and she took the comm link from him, so he can't contact his partner. And she's an Imperial informant that just spilled the beans on them running illicit creatures across the galaxy. So we're going to cut back to Steve here. Are you done deliberating on how you're going to pull this off?
Yeah, my strategy is to send these two down and go find Sparks while I kind of hang out here. But I do have a question, right? Where we're at by the bar, are there a lot of people? If I wanted to go talk to the GIMP's manager and maybe take him out or something, are there a lot of witnesses?
There's probably thousands of people watching me, right?
There's approximately a dozen other people besides you guys and the bartender.
Wow.
What I'd like to do, I'd like to send the Wookiee and Nola to go find Sparks, and I'll say, "Look, let me talk to this manager. I got an idea of how I might be able to isolate those two later, and then we can rescue Phil from the manager. I got an idea. Okay. I'll approach the manager and request kind of a special signing. We'll pay some credits, and then we can take him out."
So you're going to approach him right now?
I'd like to. Yeah, I'd like to approach the manager and do my schmoozing.
You're going to approach the manager, but first you're going to roll to determine how this conversation is going to go.
All right.
Roll better than your partner.
And then
17, my friend.
Okay, you're going to be pretty convincing It's not going to be seamless, but you're going to be able to get the gist across.
Okay, with the manager.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need me to say the words, or you got
Yeah,
the?
act it out. I'm going to play them.
Well, hey there. I'm a big fan of Phil over here, and I know he's got a storied history, but it looks like you guys are kind of doing this this bar here. I got an idea. I get several of my friends here. We'd like to maybe meet backstage later to maybe have a little chit chat with Phil and a private signing. We can make it worth your time with some credits, if that sounds good to you. Kind of get away from this kind of busy room and just kind of a more intimate gathering.
He goes, how many credits are we talking?
We don't want to break the bank. I mean, I'm an interested person. I don't want to spend all my money for something like this, but it seems like a good idea. How does 100 credits sound?
100 credits?
Yeah.
He said, well, let's see. That's about half of what he's making playing tonight. So we can delay the show a little bit.
Well, I'd like to. My friends are going to take off a bit, and when they come back, that's when we'd like to do it.
Okay.
Maybe after the show.
Sure.
I'll be hanging out. I'll be hanging out right here by the bar, drinking these Tatooine sunrises, enjoying the tunes.
He goes, sure, all right. And he turns to Phil and he hits the buzzer and he says, all right, Phil, play the Tarzan theme song.
Hey, you can't hurry love, baby.
Okay. All right. So let's see who we're going to next.
Strangers Like Me. Tarzan, 1999. True fan.
I'll grab.
My first thought was George of the Jungle.
That's right.
I'll grab hairy old fat guy's Wookieess and have him show me where Sparks went, since we now have a plan.
So hairy old fat guy, I'm going to assume you're going to immediately just take him to that hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, you guys are moving over to try to find out who Sparks is. And then right as they exit the room, suddenly the entrance to the diner opens up. 5 stormtroopers come in.
Oh, shit.
And the leader says, by order of the Emperor, this diner is effectively closed.
I'm getting off the stage.
Well, at least Phil and I will get out of here.
I just wanted to go to the bar and have a yub nub. Come on.
And what the hell's Lewis doing? He's been sitting here like eye candy the whole time. I mean, what is he part of this?
He's an Imperial.
Knock, knock, mother. Was my turn yet?
He moved again.
So we're back. We're going to go back to Sparks while that's going down. All right. Sparks, you are getting those cuffs loose. I'm going to let you roll again. But I'm going to do what's called giving you an advantage, which on your character sheet, you would usually have, like, let's say you have a skill of escape art or something. Then that might be a plus 3 or a plus 4. I'm going to go ahead and give you a plus 4 since you were already working on this before all this transpired. So whatever you roll, add 4 to it. We're going to determine if you can get out of these cuffs.
I'm going to need plus 4.
So,
no. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's good.
I'm getting out.
That was awesome. And you got a 23. You busted those cuffs and you could jump and attack the chick right now, straight up if you want.
Yes.
Okay.
She's like a trap.
I want you to roll for scuffling, and you're going to determine how good you can kick her ass hand to hand.
That's some misogyny there, man.
Okay.
19.
You busted up out of that chair, which is totally not your character. You are waylaying on this bitch.
But she's a CGC 9.5, man. Don't hit the face.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No.
So you have her down. Now,
Correct that case.
he definitely has some spine tricks now.
you guys are coming down the hall, and you can hear the scuffling through one of the doors, so you probably assume that that's what's going on. So,
Are we able to dive into the hallway before the stormtroopers? Or
no, you're already in there. You guys,
okay.
as soon as you guys went in, they came in. You don't know the stormtroopers are here.
Yeah, because I sort of stand out.
Well,
Okay.
if we hear the commotion, if we hear all that commotion, I'll look at the Wookiee and say, look, you hear that? That's where we got to go.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
All right. Well, I want you, Nola, to roll to determine whether this door's locked or not. 10 or higher. 10 lower is it's locked. 10 and up, it's not locked.
Hang on, I lost my die roller.
You did it. You walked up, you opened the door, you see Sparks fighting this chick, but she's reaching for her blaster.
Oh shit.
I try and well, I don't. Anybody, Wookie, you want to do something before I go?
Yeah, I'll do that. With my speed, my immense speed and dumbness, I sort of jump in there, try to stop her before she can
And height,
shoot up sparks.
Okay, go ahead. And roll.
Girth.
water displacement.
Got a 15.
15. Okay, yeah, you're beating her ass. This chick's bloodied.
Yeah.
Between
She's
you and
like
Sparks,
a 1.2 now.
beating this poor woman, but it's actually an Imperial informant.
So,
She gets for
For
starting
the animals.
so since my top priority is rescuing Phil, I grab Sparks and say, "Come on, we got to go. We got to go quick."
Okay, I'm gonna roll here. I rolled a 12. The chick pulled the blaster and it shot over Sparks' shoulder. Because he's still above her, but you came over to like interrupt it, and she goes, "Pew!"
Well, the Wookiee just beat the crap out of her too, though.
yeah.
Yeah, but still, it was like, not
Not
certainly not
gonna be
enough.
holding that blaster much longer. She can't.
Exactly.
Can't keep a good bitch down though.
So,
You'd be kind of low.
Noah, what's your reaction to seeing this?
Mine?
Yeah.
Pisses his pants.
She went over to go get Sparks.
Yeah, I'm like, if that's happening before I get there, then I'll try and like kick the blaster out of her hand or do something to try and disarm her.
Okay, you're not gonna be able to do that, but Sparks, what do you react?
Shut you down.
Well,
Good
it went
try.
over my shoulder, so I'm just gonna kind of close in closer to her and try to get the blaster out of her arm.
Roll 20. Oh,
I'll roll a 20.
you
Seriously.
that blaster toward her head and pulled the trigger. She's dead.
Oh man.
So now you got that on your.
She's like a
Well, I went from
CGC,
one.
CGC 0.5 cover detached.
No
Okay.
cover,
Right on the spaceport.
ripped in half.
So we're gonna go back to the other room, which, as we now know, that Steve, the manager, and Phil Collins are the only ones there, and the stormtroopers are closing the place down. Steve, what are you gonna do about this?
Well, I go up to the manager and I pull my blaster and put it to his head. And I said, "You know about that private meeting? That's off. I'm taking Phil out of here, and you can let him go, or your brains are going to be on the stage."
Another day in paradise, baby.
Okay, all of the stormtroopers aim their rifles directly at you.
Just kidding.
All right. And then suddenly, the stormtrooper in the back, Lewis, starts blasting his own guys.
Oh, I don't even get the
Oh boy.
eat
Look at
blaster
that.
suckers.
Okay,
He just made that out of clay.
I like that music, damn it.
Lewis, I want you to roll, and we're going to determine how many of these guys you take out by getting the advantage on them.
That was a plot twist. I didn't see that coming.
That's okay. So, like I said about the index cards that I hand out, that would be
Yeah.
one that I excellent 17.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that I messaged him beforehand on Instagram, and we had this whole thing planned.
Bitches keeping secrets.
So here's the well, we didn't have the whole thing planned because we didn't. I didn't know if the girl Sparks was going to go with the girl or what was going to happen with that. But stormtroopers were eventually going to come in here, pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't have any Star Wars masks, but you know.
There you go.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put this.
So okay, so you rolled a 17 on that. That's pretty damn good. You just knocked out 2 out of the 4 of your fellow comrades.
All right.
So you just bam, bam like that, and now Steve, you're back like that, and the other two
Endor and all that crap.
alive, they're like looking around like that. What do you want to do?
Well, I grabbed the manager like this, right? So I'm using him as a shield now, and I'm going to go ahead and take out a stormtrooper or 2.
A stormtrooper? Okay, give me a roll.
All right.
Give me 2 rolls, actually.
2 rolls. First
2 rolls.
roll is a 13.
Okay.
Second roll is A 6.
Okay, so you got a shoulder shot in on one, and the other one just completely missed the stormtrooper. It went past his helmet. But you got.
But hey,
and
we
he's-
know stormtroopers can't shoot for shit.
Nice
so-
shooting. Yeah, I was gonna say, were you in the Imperial Army? Like,
Yeah.
Backstory, you got freedom. Even though I created the base of your character, you got some freedom to work with it. So if you want to be an ex-Imperial, you can. Lewis, however, is a stormtrooper that was completely fed up, and he was looking for the first opportunity possible to go AWOL. And he saw this shit.
you can only burn so many Ewoks before it gets to you, man.
Looking for a backup singer.
Can I say anything to Lewis right now?
Am I still blasting?
No, okay, so you did that. So both stormtroopers tipped over tables, and they are now barraged behind the tables, but they're still within view of Lewis.
But I
Can
can't
I-
say anything to Lewis. I can't yell anything to him.
If it's less than 5 words,
Help me, I help you.
Lewis.
Sounds good.
That's 5 words too. Look at that.
All right, Lewis, I'm going to need you to roll that 20 to determine whether you can dodge your friend's fire at you, or your ex-friend's fire at you. That's 16?
Yes, sir.
So you now have barrage behind a table yourself that's facing toward them. So if you can picture this, like, here's the table tipped over, 2 stormtroopers behind it. Steve's over here, and you're over here behind a table looking at them. So it's like a zigzag.
Okay.
So you guys are secure. We are going to go to Phil. What are you doing while this shit's going down?
Well, the last thing I did was when the stormtroopers busted and I jumped off the stage. So I guess I've just been trying to stay out of the fire. Oh, look at that.
That's the illegal
Or out of the
creatures
line of
smuggling.
fire.
Nah, the creatures left the room.
And keeping an eye on my ride out of here, just to make
Okay.
sure I don't get separated,
Now, you know your manager is at gunpoint.
which is something I don't mind at all.
You can clearly see your control device on his belt loop. Do you want to?
Oh, yes, I would like to make an attempt to just get up there and take that away from him.
Roll 20
Shock
with
his
a,
balls.
roll 20 with a +3 advantage, since he doesn't know you're going to try to do this.
Four.
4.
It's 7.
So that's 7. So here's the deal. You
No,
run
no. I rolled a 1.
Oh, I thought it was a 7.
No,
You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1 plus 3.
So, okay, so here's the deal. If it's on 1, it doesn't even matter if you have
No
a
modifier. Okay,
It's
critical
the worst
fail.
possible thing that can happen. So not only did you run and do that, you startled Steve, and the manager just clocked Steve across the face. Steve takes 1 damage.
Damn. Thanks,
So,
Phil.
Sir,
2 damage left.
On your
I'm gonna
little-
be I'm gonna be shocking you when this
yeah.
is
On
done.
your, you need to cross one of your
hey,
damage.
man, you can't hurry love.
All right. Well, we're gonna go back to Sparks and Nola and hairy old fat guy there, non-Wookiee.
Non-Wookiee.
So you guys just took out this crazy kick. What do you want to do? You're hearing the blasting now, by the way.
Yeah, me and Sith still in a firefight.
Pew 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 pew.
Do I still have her blaster then?
Yeah, wait, Lewis. Yeah, you guys are still in place, but we went with you guys so long. We're gonna go back to them to keep it real time.
So, what's this? I mean, is she incapacitated? Is she out?
She's
blew her
dead.
head. That blew her right
Yeah. Sweet.
So
Well,
we're good.
I'll look at Sparks now that she's dead, and I'll be like, "Look, we're here. Your partner sent us back here. We're all getting out of here. We got to get out. Let's go."
Quit fucking around, Sparks.
We're all here. We gotta go.
Question. So
Get
she
the
was
hell outta here.
communicating with the Imperials from that room, right?
What, I'm sorry.
Was she communicating with the Imperials from that room?
Yes, her comm link is on the ground. Whenever you busted the thing, you knocked it from her.
So let's take that comm link.
Okay, you got it. It's just a matter of picking it up.
Yeah. Do we want you guys that are with me? Do we want to try to trick the Imperials somehow? Tell them go away.
Can
Can we do that?
you be tracked through a comm link?
What Imperial?
Can I be shocked through my comlink?
No, tracked. Tracked.
Oh.
So you're saying you want to stop any more from coming, or you're going to try to contact the ones that are currently engaged in combat?
Let's tell them that everything's good here.
You're going to
Everything's good here. We're all right.
We're fine. How are
We're
you?
all good here.
Boring conversation anyway.
I want you to roll to determine whether it's going to work. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a +1 on that because they're not going to see this coming.
Oh man.
We make
Who is there?
I did pull Han Solo.
Something is in the air tonight.
Dude, Sparks completely fluctuates between like Bruce Banner and the Hulk at a moment's notice.
Damn, man, that's hard.
With the purple pants.
I have not rolled anything in the middle.
Yeah. So anyway, you tried it. You got on there and you tried to do something. Go ahead and give a sentence. What are you going to try to say to him?
Let's see. So she called them to, because specifically for me. So we'll say suspect apprehended. We're heading back with the suspect.
There you go. It was a chick we sent in there. Who is this?
What's your operating code?
This is Trooper C-564.
Oh man.
And they go, we don't have any number like that in our registries. Put your hands behind your head and await apprehension.
This is wrong number. Wrong number.
Yeah, right.
Chinese food?
All right.
I give the comlink to the Wookiee.
Okay. What do you want to do now?
Exactly what he said.
Okay.
Well, I handed it off to my partner since nobody can understand me. And
Well, I think I was just giving it to him to confuse them.
yeah,
Okay. All right.
my
so-
dimwittiness.
All right, so I'll say, judging by how that conversation went, I think it's time for us to go.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys are going to make your way back toward the room where you do hear blaster fire going off, and we're going to take this back to Lewis. Lewis, you just watched a calamity happen with Phil Collins over there,
Okay.
and your stormtrooper guys are shooting at you, and they're not covered from your advantage point, but they're covered from Steve's.
Okay. Did I hear any of the stuff that the rest of the guys were going on in the back room?
You got all that.
Okay.
Good thinking.
So I can't say like, as long as we take these guys out, we don't bring reinforcements. We're good.
You could try that.
Okay.
But you don't. But here's the. Well, hold on now. The person you just talked that Sparks just talked to is not one of the troopers over there.
Okay.
You were talking to their command, so they don't know what's going on. They haven't heard from anyone except for Sparks posing as the Zeltron chick.
Then I would tell them all we got to take these remaining troops out immediately because there's going to be reinforcements flying in here any second.
Awesome. Okay. So you
Can I throw a thermal at them?
if you throw a thermal, Steve is close enough he can be damaged by it, but he'll roll to determine whether he's hit.
Hey, that's not. I don't like that idea. Phil Collins already like messed me up.
Well, he does shoot very badly, so I give him one more try to
I'll tell you what, if you can,
hit these guys.
I'll tell you what, because that was a really awesome idea, I'm going to give you a +3 advantage that you can try to get it to land behind the table and block any of the explosion from hitting Steve. Do you want to try it?
Let's roll for it.
Roll for it +3.
These are the toughest tables of all time.
Oh, shit.
Oh man.
Okay. Luckily,
Sorry, Steve.
okay, so
If I'm
he's not gonna
damaged,
die.
one clay figure for free. Send it over.
because it wasn't a 1. Because it wasn't a 1, he doesn't have the potential to die from this, but he can still take a damage.
You can walk.
Jesus. I'm getting hurt by my friends.
So
get
you
better.
chuck the
Just
thing.
met.
This is
I'm
what
going
you,
to roll 2
It's all for the
right
money.
here to determine the health of the stormtroopers. One's dead and one is on the ground, but can still hold its blaster up and fire at you guys. And he's behind the table. That blast was crazy. That table's down. Shit's all messed up over on that side of the room. Steve,
Yeah.
you are going to roll with a -1, whether you take a damage or not.
All right. Let's just recap. I have 1 damage from Phil.
Yeah.
and potentially 1 damage from Lewis. So pretty much all my friends are wounding me and not the stormtroopers. Okay, here we go.
Friendly fire.
Just wanted to, get that out there. It's been nice having you guys on Spine Ticks. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, hey, I got an 18 and the -1 is 17.
Oh, that's great. So,
But I remember, motherfuckers.
so because
I
of
had
that,
faith in you.
the only way you would have been able to get away with not having anything happen would have been a 20. So all you're getting is the blowback, and you're on your back, but you're not taking any damage.
All right, I'll take it.
So
I'll
there is some
allow it.
blowback. Yeah. All right. So, but the manager also got some blowback on that.
Yay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So
So
when it's
Phil,
my
you
turn-
just watch this shit go down. What do you want to do about it?
Well, I don't know how I'm recovering from my fail of last time, but I guess my intent would still be to go get that device if it's humanly.
Give it another roll with a +3 advantage because the manager got knocked down.
do a squat cobbler on him.
No ones this time, Phil.
18 + 3.
Excellent. Mission accomplished. You grab that device and you can do whatever you want with it.
If I do I want to smash it?
You got options, man. You could smash it. You could keep it.
Well, I just don't know how it truly relates to me. I mean, if I smash it,
There's a switch on the back that will take it to where if you switch that switch, you can take the headpiece off, no repercussion.
all right, then I'd rather save that device. Can I put it on him?
Okay. Because there is still calamity going on, even though the stormtroopers are down, I am going to ask you to roll for that. If you can do all this in one motion, basically.
All
you
right.
get the thing, you switch it, you take yours off, and you put it on him. Roll for it. No advantages.
Yeah, nah, 4.
Okay, you tried to, but he's scuffling with you. But you don't have the device on anymore. You
Right.
did take it off.
Well, I don't want to get it. I don't want to give it back to him in the scuffle. So,
You were just trying to get him then.
yeah. So my intention would be if that didn't work the first time, I'm just going to keep the device and try to get out of his reach.
Okay. We are going to go back to Sparks, Nola, and Harold Fat Guy. You guys are heading down the hallway. The black fire has stopped, and you heard the explosion as you get to the door.
Can we see what's going on, or is the door completely
You
shut?
have to open the door, and you can see back in there. By the way, the other people that were here, they have either ran out of this place or jumped behind the bar. That's what's been going on all the time. Remember, there's
I still have the lady's gun, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay. By the way, I forgot to tell you, you didn't have a gun coming in here, but Sith, you did. No one else did except for Lewis with his stormtrooper blaster.
so now I'm armed.
You're armed now. Yes.
Cool. So I guess since I have the gun, I'll peek out first
Okay.
and try to shoot at the remaining stormtrooper. Can I see him?
So yeah, you can actually see him behind the remnants of the table. He's lifting the blaster up and he is aiming towards Sith.
So I'm going to try to shoot him.
Okay. You're not a good shot, so you're going to take a -1 on this roll.
Damn. Don't
Force
hit me,
me.
bro.
Well, I'm not aiming
It's a
anywhere near
scratch.
anyone else. So if I miss, I'm not shooting anybody, right?
No,
You
you
get
won't
a-
hit it.
You get a 1 and it ricochets and
If
hits
you hit
me.
a 1, you will, or you might.
Okay.
Excellent. So 17.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit this guy, but it's still not gonna kill him. But he's no longer aiming because that blast is so far away. And he's got stormtrooper armor on. That ain't enough to kill him.
Okay. But so he can't aim anymore. So he's just kind of laying there alive.
It's not that he can't aim anymore. He's just not aiming now because he took that hit. You know he's still
Gotcha.
alive. But he's still moving around. He's like, ugh. All the other ones are dead except. But here's the thing. You also see Lewis there. Lewis is behind a table, but you know there's another stormtrooper. You don't know that if you shot the right one or not. You know that one was helping, I guess. Well, actually, no, you wouldn't know that because he said that in person, not over the comlink.
Hmm.
So the 3 in the hallway don't even know that there's a stormtrooper helping.
Shoot. So good thing I shot the right one.
Well, he's behind a table, so you wouldn't have seen him right away.
Can I see that he shot the stormtrooper?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
And you can react to that. You can take your helmet off and say, I'm one of you. You can do whatever,
Okay. I would do that. I would take off my helmet at this point and say something like, come with me if you want to live.
All right.
And can I walk up and try to execute my my friend here?
You
Damn.
absolutely can.
Give him some kind of like.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna have you roll, but I'm not gonna tell you what this roll's for until you do it.
17.
Perfect. Okay, so basically,
Thank
you
you,
did
Google.
that. You took the helmet off. You got up. You went over to go execute the guy.
Kind of give him some kind of like.
You had such a successful roll. The other three guys didn't mistaken you for a stormtrooper and try to shoot at you. Yeah. So okay. So there are now no threats except for the manager guy scuffling with Phil.
You guys like that robot?
Okay, so
I
we're
do.
gonna stop with that. You say that, but you did a lot in that motion, so you can't really do anything else. But Steve, I want to hear what your reaction is to all this going on with the scuffling with the manager. You're recovering from the blowback of the blast. You saw, you know, you're safe from that one stormtrooper, and you're seeing Lewis walk over like a T-1000 to kill the other stormtrooper.
Well, I'm fucking pissed, man, because I'm taking all these hits from everybody, all my pals. So at this point, I just want this shit to end. So I got my eyes on that manager that Phil's scuffling with. I'm just gonna grab him and yank him up and just shoot him right in the face.
Give me a roll.
Give you a roll. Okay, let's do it. We're finding out who's gonna be good in a survival world here. All right, I got a 13.
Okay, I'm going to consider that a success because he didn't give you any advantage or disadvantage, and he has no way of combating that. So you just executed the man.
I'm free.
Yep.
And then I look at Lewis and like we're the same.
I'm gonna write a song about this, you guys.
Same.
That's right.
So everybody's back together.
Wolverines.
Now that I have my creative freedom back.
Everybody's back together now, and Lewis knows that that there are going to be Imperial ships on their way to the spaceport soon. So,
I would say if we
fight out on Sith's ship.
Yeah, I'd say, hey, yo, if we want to get out of here, let's do it now. Let's all get on the Black Pearl and let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, you're gonna call it the Black Pearl?
Well, we're questioning pirates, right?
Perfect. So what I was gonna say was, you go quick. Let's get back to and I was gonna let you fill in the blank, but you did it already.
There you go.
Perfect. So you guys are heading toward the Black Pearl. You guys are running down the hall, and everyone else is scattering out of this place. They're running. So basically, the diner's like here, and there's a long corridor that goes to like where all the chips are parked, like casino parking style, like in a garage. And you get to your ship, and your ship is badass. It's whatever you want it to be, man. Do you have a specific ship in mind, type of ship?
Well, I guess it would be cliche if I said it was a fire spray like Boba Fett has.
It's something that requires 2 pilots, so you need that.
Requires 2?
Yeah, it's gonna because it's a light freighter at least.
Let's have is it the YT-1000, the Dash Rendar outrigger?
Yeah, the Outrider. Yeah, you can go with that ship.
Let's do that.
Perfect.
What did me and my pals come in?
Huh?
And what did me and the other stormtroopers come in? And is it still sitting there?
There's just a small troop transport ship, like like the ones from like the Clone Wars that have like the wings down and the blaster like that. There's one of those.
Little drop ship.
Huh?
Yeah. A little drop ship.
Yeah, drop ship. That's right.
This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah, he pulled up the Outrider. Perfect. Yep.
I miss X-Wing tabletop.
Hey, I've got that, by the way.
Oh, I sunk too much money into that one day.
So Lewis, you're gonna go with them, or you're gonna go to your
I would like to booby trap the ship I came in though.
Excellent. I'm going to have you do a roll on that.
$20.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been saying nothing but nice things about
Great.
Jeff Bezos all day. Give him the
Your
rolls.
20 has determined that you are a demolition expert.
Okay, then I'm rigging that sucker up.
Perfect.
Maybe sending a distress signal out on it.
Send more.
Okay. All right. So you got that thing going there, and everybody's scattering their ships, and you're gonna run and get on his ship, Sith's ship. All right. Everybody is buckled in, right? So
Safety first.
Yes. So Sith and Sparks, they're piloting the ship out of there. Yeah, it's getting up. It's going out the hangar door. And here's what I want. Sith, I want you to do a roll right now with disadvantage of 3.
Okay.
The disadvantage of 3. Roll high.
I got a 19, so that'd be 16.
16?
Damn.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So there are 2 Imperials TIE fighters heading toward you, but they're pretty far off in the distance. They're not right up on your ship, but you know they're there. They're on your scopes.
Okay. And do we have someone manning the guns?
That's what you guys are going to determine right now.
The Wookiee.
Yeah.
Who's the best shot here when it comes to heavy cannons?
We have no
Well,
character.
it's not me.
Lewis, it
I
can't.
think I'm a shock trooper. I don't know.
Yeah,
Do I
Lewis-
use cannons and stuff?
Yeah.
So are we? It can't be Lewis because he's a demolition expert. Phil
Yeah.
Collins, you're a musician, so it's probably not going to be you. So I guess it's going to come down to you two guys.
But I'm also a robot, right? Would I not have mathematical calculation shootability?
I mean, you're a human. You just have a
Oh,
robot.
well, okay.
How did that work out for C-3PO?
Yeah, right.
All right. You know what? I yelled to Nolan the Wookiee.
Nolan and I
said,
have our own ship.
No, remember you guys are stranded there, and you guys were looking for a ride out. That's why you wanted Sith in the first place.
hey, I say to Nolan the Wookiee, I said, hey, you know, this deal will get better for if you guys get on the guns and take care of those TIE fighters. We'll lower the price to get you guys out of here.
Perfect.
If this were another game, I would be like a bard and sing you a song of inspiration.
You are a bard.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well,
still
all right.
can. Sing it.
Well, as the Wookiee, I would agree to it.
Okay, I'm going to go with that because I like character development. I want you to give me a roll, Phil, with a +5.
Danny, whatever you do, don't move. Your cat is about to eat you.
He's a good boy. Look at him. He's such a good boy.
All right, what do you need, Danny?
13 plus 5 would make 18.
Excellent. So you're playing your song, you're singing your song. Everybody has inspiration. So for during this fight, everyone is going to get a +1 on all their rolls.
Well, I will head for the closest gunner's nest.
Okay. And I assume
Right
you are Imperial Fat Guy?
Yeah, I'm headed to the other one. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. TIE fighters are inbound. There are 2 coming toward you. Nola, you're going to take the first shot. Roll and give yourself a +1.
For this song, I'm going to be singing a Korn cover.
15, 16. You just
You
destroyed
can
one of the
sing
fighters.
whatever you want now.
Yes. My newfound creative freedom.
So yeah, you were flying and woo, one of them got took out.
He's only going to play his new stuff at concerts now.
+1. You did nick the fighter, but it's still at play. But it has a damaged wing. And it goes underneath the ship. Sith, I'm going to have you roll for evasive action on whether – just go ahead and give me a roll and we'll determine what that does. You get a +1 on this because you're in.
So 9 + 1, 10.
10? Okay. The good news is you didn't crash into that TIE fighter with the damaged wing.
Okay. I'll
That's
say,
it.
hey, you walking carpet, aim better.
No shit. Yeah.
All right. Sparks, since you are the mechanic and the co-pilot, you are also the navigator on this ship. So we're going to determine how well you can pull together a course to get the hell out of here. So give us a roll with a +1.
Let's go Hulk and not Banner.
Oh, I just removed the dice. Hold on.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I kept doing that too.
Damn it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
You had a hot one.
So this is bad.
We're going to end up at Dagobah.
You've got some computer problems going on, and the hyperdrive is not working.
Oh, shit.
Sounds
Do we
like
have any
it's time
droid?
for
Huh?
Do we have any droids?
The whole point of Sith's character is to go find his.
But we don't have like a non-companion droid, like one that helps fix shit. It's just me.
Lando's companion
That's
droid
you.
fix all kind of shit.
It's just me. No R2D2s.
Was
No astromechs.
going back, did you say I was a pilot on the freighter or I was just some guy working there?
You and Harold Fat Guy were both basically like corporate truck drivers. Basically, you guys would drive freighter ships around and everything. But
we know the flying game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we're moving on from this, then I'm going to jump out of the machine gun nest and head up to the cockpit.
There is a TIE fighter turning around toward you.
Oh well, in that case, I'm not going to do any of that.
Yeah.
And I'll jump into the cockpit. I'll jump in and help out with.
I'm not going to let you take a shot at it yet, though.
I'm going to sit here and track the TIE fighter.
I assume as the mechanic, I'm going to have to go fix that.
Fix what? Oh,
the hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive.
Yes.
Pretty much everything he just broke.
Can Lewis take over in the co-pilot seat then?
I was thinking that having murdered all of my companions, I'm sitting there kind of toying with
waiting to murder all of us,
questioning my life choices.
Lewis, you're competent enough that you could help Sith with what he needs right now, but Sith's the star pilot here, so you can do that while yes, so Sparks, you're just basically saying, can you take the controls while I do that with them?
Kind of
switches basically for Sith.
Press the buttons that need to be pressed, otherwise you process your feelings, man.
Okay.
I will stare at him ominously as a trained killer will, and then go.
TIE fighter is now turned around, and because Sith only rolled a 10, his evasive action only dodged hitting it. The ship is facing away from this TIE fighter. It fires, it misses, but there is a spray of fire coming. Nola, what are you going to do about this?
I'm going to return fire.
Go for it. +1.
$18.
Destroyed.
Sweet.
I'm gonna fall into my rendition of Freak on a Leash.
Okay. All right. Well, something takes place.
I'm going to pant heavily because since I can't sweat, thank God I don't have to shoot now.
Not so fast because it's taking longer to get the hell out of here. And dead ahead are 3 TIE interceptors inbound.
Oh shit!
Can I fix that hyperdrive now?
Real fat guy. Your partner just turned around. He turned the gun around and he shot the one behind you. But you actually see those 3 up ahead. You want to take a shot at them? They're pretty far away, but you're a good shot.
All right, here we go. Got a +1 on it, right? Got a +1 on it?
Yes, because of Phil.
Okay, so 11.
12?
So 12.
Okay. You hit one of the fighters, but just like the other one, it only damages the wing. It's not destroyed, but it's the one on the far left heading toward you. And there's 3 inbound. So you did hit, but they're still far away, so they're not right up on top of you yet. But you did score a hit on that. Sith. Now's the chance for you to take some evasive action again. You got the +1, so you make another roll. And we're going to determine how good you are.
Just to review up to this point, Phil damaged me. Sparks fucked up by leaving, and then Sparks blew up my hyperdrive, right?
Yeah,
so I just want to get all that out there that it's all been friendly fire.
I made sure that my
a
friendly fire wasn't going to hit you, though. I wasn't going to have any friendly fire when I was aiming at the trooper.
If you would have rolled a 1, though.
Shot.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
So let's add on top of that all of this is brought on to you by your complete lack of desire to do anything helpful.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
No, I devised the plan. I sent you in there to get Sparks out.
Yeah. Sent me in to get your partner out.
And then I devised a plan to get the manager isolated. I'm the mastermind here. I'm like in the Shadow Rabbit character, I identify with him. All right, here we go. I got a 9 + 1, 10. Shit.
Okay, so you're staying the course. You're flying directly toward these guys.
I think Lewis is RPing. Look, he's just closed-eyed, like he's.
He actually froze this time.
Oh, did he? Okay, I thought he was really in character, questioning like.
He's just meditating in storm.
That figure behind him is levitating, though.
Actually, a Jedi. So can I fix the hyperdrive?
Yeah, I want to make sure we still got Lewis.
Nope.
I guess
a higher plane.
this world was too rough for him.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if he popped back in here.
He commented, "I'm
Yeah,
frozen." But yeah,
He's in chat.
That's a clip right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady Sith, update the timestamp on that clip.
Um.
just after like an hour and 34 minutes.
We're gonna take the best of and play that tomorrow night on Spine Ticks.
So I'm giving Lewis a chance to come back.
Pretty fun so far.
You guys like this? What do you think?
I'm
So far?
enjoying this.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I haven't had any beer even, which means I don't have to take any beer pisses.
What do you think, Harry, old fat guy, Nola? What do you guys think?
I'm
Oh,
looking
it's fun. I think it's
I
great.
gotta
Cool.
get Wes in here too.
For some reason, like, there we go. I can scroll down now. Okay, Lewis is not back in here yet.
Wes can be our adopted child in the game.
Wes is Grogu.
Yeah, Wes is
He's already in it then.
He's the other child.
yeah, with his back turned to me right now. Hey,
He's,
I'm gonna get the Spidey monkey lizards. While
While we're waiting for Lewis, I'm gonna go get a drink myself.
Yep, me
Okay.
too.
I'm going to hang around here in the cantina.
Yeah.
In the cantina, yeah.
Welcome if you got them.
Honestly, I very much want a Yub Nub from the Star Wars park because that is a very good drink.
This break is brought to you by Peanut Butter
Yum Num.
Porter, smooth and creamy from the Saugatuck Brewing Company.
This is my drink for the evening.
Ooh,
Cool.
that was full at the beginning, right?
Yeah. No, this was full maybe at the beginning of the month. Maybe. Are you drinking Deadpool?
No. I just,
Oh, card
Oh,
decal. Nice.
yeah, my wife got this decal. I was like, what the hell? It's cool.
This episode is brought to you by 420.
Now there are a few people back.
A
I am
little dabble
going to
do ya.
do my own break here. Lewis is in the back room,
Yeah,
so
right here, my turn.
when Danny comes back, I will be back.
so you like my
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, I see Lewis is back down there.
Oh, excellent. That's so, yes.
Awesome. Hey, man.
We need a matching one on the other side.
So, what are your thoughts so far? I know you had to.
Oh, he has one. There it is.
Lewis?
Yo,
Yeah, what are your thoughts? I know you had to sit out for a while at the beginning, but we planned that. How you liking it?
it's good, man.
You'd be down to
Having
play
fun.
this again in the future if we do this?
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
I was wondering if my big reveal was going to be staged or if I'd get to ice all my boys in character or not.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's all he knew was that he was going to start turning on his own guys. I didn't tell him how it would go down. No, but the way this could have went different. This could have went a multitude of ways. Like if Sparks had successfully stayed away from that chick, she was going to monitor you guys until she realized that you guys were the thieves or whatever. But you got a little bit of a
It's
warning.
a lordly petting zoo.
these are the creatures that Sparks let the Imperials know that we're selling.
Sporks got one too.
Yeah, Sparks has one.
Some look like the one I'm holding. Some look like the one he's holding.
How old is he, Sparks? Or she?
He is
The galaxy on its neck.
about 2 to 3 months old.
Okay.
So very young.
You know, that does look like a flirkin, right? You do know that.
Yes.
You know, it reminds me of something from back in the day you would have seen in Fraggle Rock.
What?
This or
No,
Sid?
no, Sid.
Yeah, no.
Shit, yeah.
That's dope. Wait, is that a puppet?
It's
Well-
I got it at Galaxy's Edge.
that's dope, man.
It moves around.
Yeah,
with this control, the dozers.
Make little noises and stuff like meh.
So are we just
Actually-
waiting on Nola?
Lady Sith makes those noises.
Wesley knows.
We deep, by the way, lady
Yeah,
said.
Weedy. That was what my character's name was going to be, but then I was still
Weedy?
calling.
I
Yeah,
like
What's funny is like I can hear her laughter like at funny moments, like coming up the stairs. You know?
I think I heard it once
Yeah.
through your mic.
The first cameo voice of Lady Sith.
Why is Grogu being punished? By the way,
I believe she's really back there. You know.
He's in timeout.
you got Grogu into the corner, man.
Yeah, it's what was that movie?
Nobody put the baby in the corner.
Bad Grogu.
The Blair Witch
no,
Project,
right
where you have to
there.
stare into the corner.
Yeah, man, that guy. Yeah, it's my Blair Witch impersonation. Just stand in
No,
the
we can
corner.
just see your hand.
It was creepy though, wasn't it?
Are we ready then? Is everybody back?
I think. Yeah.
Because I didn't realize Nola was there. That's the only thing I was thinking.
Oh yeah, I'm here. We were talking animals, so I put it on the dog.
I saw
yes.
the dog, but I didn't know you were there.
I've got my my co-pilot Borg.
Oh, that's what you were hauling.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, we were hauling Borgs.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
We
we're
had-
jealous.
The ship is heading toward these three fighters. Hairy old fat guy nicked one of them. Sith's evasive actions aren't kicking in right now. I guess it's because the ship's computer's messed up.
Yeah.
Sparks, I'm going to give you another opportunity here to
Do something.
try to fix the navigational computer.
Fuck.
Big
Are
number.
you serious?
What the?
I'm
Okay,
gonna have. I'm
Fuck
gonna
is
have
the
to.
word you're looking for,
that's
by the way.
really bad.
I'm gonna have to
God
transition
damn it,
to my
Paul.
rendition of
You just
Coming
got
Sun.
power to the whole ship. You guys are dead in the water.
Oh
Just
man.
Blow up the whole ship.
Blasters
Spark-
work.
Aren't I a mechanic? Can I get like a plus something on this?
Maybe you could be the chef
Yeah,
instead.
but a one is a one is a
Doesn't
one.
matter. A one is a one.
Man.
You do get an advantage when it comes to shit like this, but you're just having problems right now. So the ship's dead in the water. It's literally not moving. It's just slowly easing through space. The blasters work. We're gonna go back to Nola. You see these three TIE interceptors coming toward the ship.
Nola's saving us.
Try and take out as many of them as I can.
You still get a +1.
All right. Come on, phone. Last for a couple more seconds.
19.
You
Nice.
just destroyed one of
Right
the
on.
ships. The opposite one the hairy fat guy was shooting. So there's like the middle one he damaged, one that you just destroyed. Boom, gone.
Keep doing that.
That's all I've been doing. I'm saving our ass right now.
Hairy
I
fat
know.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, those
All right,
dice are
I'm
hot.
rolling too. See if I can get a better. Since we're closer now, let's see if I can get a better shot. What did I get? Oh, 19.
19.
Yeah.
Right on.
Nice.
You destroyed the one you were
So I
shooting
got
at.
the thinner one, right?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
one
okay.
more fighter heading toward you. Okay, so now you're dead in the water. So Lewis, I'm going to give you an awesome opportunity here.
Can I just start kicking the shit out of the computer?
Yes, actually, I want you to roll with +1 advantage.
Okay.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if this crashes my internet again.
That's a sign that you got a 20, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Hold on.
You bang the computer. Everything goes online. Okay, shields are back up, and
just
the
like
navigation.
Fosby.
So
This is
here's
the
the thing.
normal app.
You just gave Sparks a +5 ability to he just got inspiration of what was wrong. Like, I got this. So Sparks, you're gonna roll again with a +6 because of the 5 inspiration and the 1 from Phil's song.
Watch me roll a 20 now that I like have all this extra.
I can feel it. Damn it.
Ooh.
8.
8. That can't do
man.
damage, right? Like
So okay, you have the computer about 80% back online the way it needs to be. So we're gonna
Okay.
go from there with that.
John Miller, thanks for the advice, brother.
TIE fighters coming to you. It rolled a 1.
Oh, yes.
thank God.
Okay.
Sparks must be on that TIE fighter.
So that's
Flush out a virus.
because he was going to take a real crazy because he realized your guys' ship went out, but then all of a sudden he saw it come back on, so he freaked the fuck out, and he broke off his attack. He's now facing away from the ship.
Nola, take him out.
Nola, it's your shot.
Do something.
Not this time.
6.
You miss. Hero fat guy.
Well, it's up to me. Let's do this.
Wookie luck.
Come on, Fleabag.
Oh shit.
That don't sound good.
So 13. That's a 13. So 14.
14
Damage?
So you do damage the TIE fighter, but it's still active. It's facing away from the guys though.
I'm going to transition into my rendition of 1974's More, More, More by the end of the True Connection.
Bill, I want you to give me a
More.
I'm sorry?
Phil, I want you to give me a roll, and you're going to turn out. We're going to see how much this song inspires them.
More, more, more. Okay.
We're going to lose their.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
See? Yeah.
-1 inspiration.
Soft penis inspiration.
Roll a 1.
7.
Okay, so
Bumpy
this
ride.
song sucks.
Turn that shit down.
Less.
So here's the deal: they lost their +1s.
Damn. That's how bad your song is.
Yeah.
I'm
Spark,
not going back to the Empire, so I do have another grenade. Just in case.
You're looking for any excuse to use it.
Sparks, you still have your You still have your +5, but you don't have the +1. 19.
Boom.
You got it together.
Finally.
Navigate
It's the first non 19, 20, 1 or 2 I've rolled.
All right, so here's the deal. You got it together. Now you have to get back up to the cockpit to let them know and to resume your roll. Shadow, I want to ask you a question. Did you happen to keep your Stormtrooper helmet?
Yeah, I think I took all my equipment with me.
Okay, good. So we have a full suit of Stormtrooper armor on board the ship.
I was going to ask if they know that if anyone sent out a signal when I was killing all my boys.
Okay, give me a roll right now. No advantages.
Oof.
They know that you AWOL'd and they know you helped them guys get out of there.
And I should have got off Parlor sooner.
All right. So here's the thing. We're going to go back to Nola while Sparks is running up there. You're going to
That's
take
a
another
clip, bro.
shot, but you don't get your +1. Okay, you also damaged the fighter, but it's still not destroyed. It's taken some heavy damage, but the guy's still alive and he's still flying, and he's getting ready to turn the ship back around to try to shoot at you.
All right, here, I'm going to try to.
I yell out, "Come on, Wookiee, kill the friggin'
Like
TIE
out of
fighter."
Nope. I got a 6.
Oh man.
Okay, you're missing. So the
God
ship is turning
damn.
around. The ship has turned around and it's taking a shot at you guys.
I've located a new
One.
song.
16. Your ship is now hit.
Shields, man. Shields.
You had okay. The ship has 8 damage. Okay, and it just lost 1. You guys have been very good this whole time, so it did lose 1. The shields are still up though. It won't lose shields until it drops below 5.
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get
By
the
the way,
hell out of here.
losing shields makes you susceptible to space debris.
So I've made it back to the cockpit now.
You run back up there. You tell Lewis, "I got this shit."
Don't remember your friends that you killed.
Forgot them already.
All right.
You're
Now, Sparks.
one of us now.
Sparks.
I like
want
all
you
these
and Sith-
endangered animals, man.
Sparks, I want you and Sith both
What
to
a
roll at the
rancor.
exact same time.
Ready for this?
Yep. I got an 8.
An 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
So this was just a simple success. One of you just needed to get to 10, and you guys didn't.
Damn.
So you're still in the fight, but the computer's online. You got it together. It's just this is going to forfeit a turn before you can jump to hyperspace. TIE Fighter is getting ready to fire again.
Somebody get us out of here.
18.
I think Sparks has infected my dice roller.
You now have another damage on it. One more and you lose the shields.
Damn.
Nola,
Yeah, I had good dice. I shouldn't have reset my internet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Destroyed.
Boom.
So not only was he destroyed,
His family was destroyed.
not only was he destroyed, but there are no other apparent dangers in the area. So you guys have all the time you want to jump to hyperspace. That effectively ends the battle turn. So no problem. No need to roll again. You guys can do it. And you guys are going to make a jump to hyperspace right now. Now, the problem is in all this confusion with all this, you've been trying to get the computer working. Sparks, the only system that you could think of to jump to is your home system.
Where am I from?
Huh?
East LA.
Where am I from?
Where are you from, Holmes?
Here's your secret.
not
Okay,
in
so
that
here's the
neighborhood.
thing. I didn't know if we were going to make it this far, but you guys have stuck with it. I didn't know if you guys were going to die or if you guys were going to even come up or if the air was even going to be an option. So I was intending
to reveal my secret.
I was intending on if your character survived again, that I was going to give you your secret. But now you're going to reveal, your secret is going to be revealed pretty much.
You could
Okay.
Sparks,
Yeah.
Sparks,
at least to stay a secret. You could message him on IG or something. Just saying.
Yeah.
We don't think
it's
any
still-
different.
It's still going to be
We're
revealed.
still our friend.
There's no avoiding it now because you're going to his homeworld. Okay, so you're heading to this colony. Okay, you're just keeping a secret. You're like, oh yeah, we're going to my home system like that. Okay, so you guys jump into hyperspace. You're in hyperspace for a couple hours. So during this time, you can mingle on the ship. Now would be a good time to get everybody's names. Introduce yourselves to each other. Who wants to go?
First of all, I'm like, yo, thanks a lot. My ship's taken a beating. I've taken a beating. This job was more than I bargained for.
You wouldn't have gotten out of here without us.
We probably
Where's
wouldn't
the
have gotten
money?
in the situation with you.
Well, that
But
was
anyway.
your choice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm Captain
Now I
Blackpool.
Captain Blackbeard.
Blackpool.
Oh, Blackpool. Okay. That's
Captain
fine.
Blackpool.
So Blackbeard mixed with Deadpool.
I was Blackbeard, but I shaved it off.
Okay. Anybody else want to introduce themselves? I mean, Phil Collins, you're named. Nola, I guess we're going to call you
Am I
Nola.
really Phil Collins?
I am.
Yeah, you're
I
Phil
am,
Collins in space, like no joke. You're
All right.
I am Ganola.
Ganola. Sparks, do you have a fancy name?
I don't have one yet. I should come up with one.
Doyle.
That's the cat's name.
Hey, but the cat's not in the game.
Harry old fat guy?
I was going to go something like Charlie.
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 I like he's just pulled that out of the air. I'm Charlie.
Charlie. Pull it out of the air.
Lewis?
That's like a fantasy
Charlie.
name that you have at night.
There.
Oh, Charlie.
Running
I'm
through the
gonna be,
countryside. Charlie of the jungle.
Chill. I'm Chill for short.
Lewis, do you have a name?
I just have a series of numbers.
Oh,
Stormtrooper, right?
all right. So you're not an Imperial recruit. You were born in a lab.
Sounds
So
about
what's your
right.
number? Give us a
He was
number.
formed out of clay.
8675301.
There you go.
309.
Well,
Nine,
we're not
yeah.
gonna go with that. You're a recruit, but you are a young recruit, so you were just giving. You're like Finn, man. So you're not a clone or anything.
He's like a barely legal recruit. Pause.
Yeah. So basically, you're forced to go to Sparks. J Sparks Citron. Okay.
Nice.
So you're that's good information actually. You are heading to your homeworld, and I guess you guys the plan is to get the ship back to spec. Sith, you can give your health back.
All
So
right.
the damage that you took.
I want to brush up on my Billie Eilish catalog.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank God I didn't take any damage because I only had 2 health.
you caused it on everybody else in the ship, but personally, you're all right.
So
You know-
see how I scaled the damage here? Since he's a Wookiee, Hello Fat Guy, he's got 4. Lewis has 4 because of Stormtrooper armor. Sparks is just a mechanic in his regular life, so he's nothing. And Phil is a
He's
musician.
nothing.
But
he's
Noah,
nothing.
you and Sith are daring young pilots, so you have average.
Well, I was going to say too, since we have this cruising around time, you know, as a way to say thanks and, you know, help you guys on your pirate endeavors. If you want to like use me and my entertainment empire as like cover for future
that's
missions, like you could
We're
be roadies
on
or
tour.
whatever. Yeah, you
Maybe
could be
roadie?
roadies, and then while I'm on stage, you're off, you know, pulling your shenanigans. Not to mention a heist or two. And
Pirate radio.
yeah, there you go. just a thought.
Hey,
We're
we're getting the band back together.
Yes.
I'm with the band.
We're an American band. All right. So you guys notice that Sparks is really nervous, and you want. Does anybody here want to prod him?
Pause. Well,
Let's take turns.
I mean, I know Sparks pretty well, right? You said like he's like a best friend or a close friend.
Yeah.
So-
You know everything about him except for where he came from. You've been hanging around with him for a while, and you guys are cool. But you're like, man, I never knew your family.
Really, that's usually the first thing I ask. You know, tell me about your genealogy.
Yeah. What's your lineage, man?
Now would be a good time, Sparks, to let him know that you gave him a bullshit story when you guys first met.
Well, apparently, in addition to being a mechanic, he's also a rapper. As J. Sparks Citron.
I don't know if he is a mechanic, to be honest, right?
You
I
were the
don't know
role.
what
You
I
didn't
am
fix up
either.
computers. so
It's gonna
Yeah.
be interesting.
Sparks, I thought I knew you. Where the hell are we going?
You know that story about being from Alderaan
Yeah.
wasn't it. I'm not from Alderaan.
I thought we were homies, pal. I mean, why would you, you know, we've been hanging out. We've, you know, dated the sisters together, you know, and I don't even know where you're from.
Man, I don't even know where I'm from.
He's on
Well,
the
you're about to know. Okay.
Do I know anything?
Here.
Did they have
All right.
Did they have reports on anybody?
There's just, you know, there's some reasons I couldn't tell anybody where I was from.
All right. So you guys are coming out of hyperspace, and there is a very small planet below that you're not getting, Sith. You're not getting a lot of life signals. You're getting maybe a few hundred people alive on this planet, and they're all in one concentrated area. So
No,
you're gonna,
when you say people or life forms.
life forms, and they're all well, yeah, because there's no like animal life or anything on this planet. It's a barren world.
Okay.
It's also
Okay.
very small, but everything's concentrated in one area.
What the heck?
And Sparks programmed us to go here.
Yeah, this is his home world.
Damn, Sparks, are you like from a cult or what?
Baron Harkonnen's prison planet.
Am I Sith? Am I from the Sith?
No, my
That would be
cat's like,
Korriban.
what are you doing?
That'd be a twist. Sith isn't the Sith.
That's right.
So anyway, so are you going to
Mr.
fly?
Rogers.
Do you trust Sparks enough to fly and land directly at his home base or somewhere on the planet?
Well, I it's not that I don't trust Sparks, but I don't trust his luck. He's messed
I don't
up the
trust this
ship. messed up-
roller apparatus.
yeah, hey Sparks, you
First
want
time
to
it's
tell me
happened,
about?
man.
You want to tell me what we're in for here? I mean, this is kind of weird. You know, this whole planet seems like a prison planet or something. There's just a few life forms, and they're concentrated over here. What's happening?
These are my people, man.
What are they called?
This is where I'm from.
Does Sparks?
Okay,
Does he know? Do you guys have this private thing?
No, he hasn't told me.
I was going to I didn't realize you guys would do this much this time, and if he survived, I was going to tell him, so he doesn't even know.
If he knew I was gonna die.
I need you to do a roll
I'm
right
wearing
now.
a red shirt.
All right. Yeah.
You're supposed to OD back in the bar.
The plan was for me to die.
Oh
Let's
shit!
be
I got a
honest.
3.
Okay, well then never mind. You're that was to determine whether you were going to determine whether you were smart enough to look at the
Well,
logs.
I'm smart. Maybe I just was distracted. Why I gotta be dumb?
Okay, so what's the decision? Are you going to land somewhere off the concentration area, or fly straight to the spaceport?
Is there an advantage of one over another?
Obviously,
Yeah.
advantages.
It's a matter of whether Sith trusts to go to this place or not directly, or to waddle in.
I mean, if we if we land way outside of the place where the people are, then we have to go to this barren land to get to the people.
I'm gonna say, hey, Sparks, we're pals. You had a shitty day, but I still trust you. Is this safe for us to kind of approach, or do you think we should proceed with caution? When's the last time you were here?
Wish I could tell you.
Hot Pockets already.
Nah, my insulin pump needs to be changed. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Just don't pass out on live YouTube.
Nah, it's good for another like 6 hours.
Okay.
Nolan, were you gonna say something?
No.
Okay, your hand went up.
Okay, let's
No,
go
I mean,
to a
like,
vote. Let's go to a vote. Who feels safe going here?
Well, I'm naturally my suspicions have kept me alive,
You
right?
do, Spark, you do feel safe going.
I'm an entertainer. I can make friends
I think
everywhere.
I feel safe going to my home planet, but maybe I'm an outlaw from my home planet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
dim-witted.
you're just timid about this.
I'm going to remain very cautious about what's happening, as everything has gone to shit in the last day of my life.
In the last day.
Other than meeting my hero.
I'm going to defer.
They
I'm going to
never
say to
meet your
Sparks.
heroes.
I'm going to say, Sparks, I'm the captain of the ship, but this is your planet. We're going to put all of this on you. You tell me what your gut read is on this.
I feel like we don't have an option to leave the planet. So let's land and let's land by my people.
You do have an option to do anything. You can actually do anything you want in this game, but the option may not be a good outcome.
We'd be stranded into space and we will all suffocate in 24 hours.
I'll go with
we're going to
Sparks.
to Dagobah. We're going to Tatooine. Let's do it.
So did you determine that you do feel comfortable enough to land? Is that at
I
the
think so.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So here's the deal. You do it reluctantly, So if you guys had not chosen that, like he said a minute ago, you would have had to walk through the barren with like spacesuits on, and there would have been hazards. So it would have been pretty apparent. So anyway, so you guys are landing. You find this little like colony that's there on this planet, and you guys land, and then the airlock shuts, so it's a safe environment. Are you guys all going to get off the ship and go in?
I'm getting off.
Yeah, I would say, hey, Wookie, you might want to go with him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay at
He
the
needs to
controls
watch
in case
over.
we need to jet out.
I think my people like Phil.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'll
They're
ready
fan.
up a little Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Duh. I'll have that.
So is everybody getting
Did
off?
we see you in a crown?
I'm gonna stay back, and I'm gonna suggest to Shadow Rabbit, maybe you and I, you the stormtrooper, suicidal stormtrooper, maybe you and I better stay in the ship just in case we got to punch out.
Yeah, I'm still in stormtrooper gear, so I'm not going out.
Yeah, and I'll stay at the controls.
Can I ask, I guess, character sheet wise, I'm wondering just whatever stats I would have. Am I confident? Am I a front man? Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You're rolling high on
You're
charisma.
Phil Collins,
So
man.
Lewis
With
and
a star.
Sam are on the ship. The rest of you guys are going
I'm
off.
secretly really shy. I only come out on stage.
So you guys come off, and there's no one there to greet you. But Spark, you know the place like the back of your hand. Are you going to take them on in, or?
Let's do it.
I'm just following Sparks.
Whoever's wanting to come off at Sith and Lewis or Shadow Rabbits.
Hey, anything we need to know? Local customs? Anything we need to know not to accidentally piss anybody off here, Sparks, on your home planet?
What do I know about my home planet? Can I learn about my home planet?
You're about to.
Can I learn about it not the hard way?
Okay, so we're just going to assume that you guys go in, you get off you go down the gangplank or whatever, and the door opens up and you get greeted by a tall, slender figure that's not human that says, J Spark, you've returned to us. And
You don't like my father.
What do you say?
I'm human. Wait, aren't I human?
Yeah, you're human.
Okay.
But they said, you brought friends.
I'm happy to be back. These are my friends.
Okay. All right. Well, if you would like, we can make accommodations for them so they don't have to stay on this ship. And right as that the tall figure says that, you see a silhouette come from behind them down the hall, and a human comes out looking identical to Sparks.
Damn.
I have a twin.
Start a war.
Oh shit, we're on Camino.
So
Either I have-
this is a colony of Kaminoans that escaped whenever their homeworld got destroyed in the Clone War.
So I'm a clone.
And every single person on this colony, which are several hundred, is either a clone of you or a Kaminoan.
Damn.
So wait, I'm Boba Fett.
Not Boba Fett, Boba Fett.
Oh wait, no, I'm Jango Fett. Hold on.
Boba
that-
Fett.
Yeah,
got
but
that many
Boba Fett is
buttons, huh?
Jango Fett, right?
If they're clones of me,
Is each one 50%
No,
less smarter than the
you're
one
just a
before?
clone.
oh, okay.
Everyone here is a clone of someone that just doesn't even exist anymore.
Well, yeah, Jango died a long time ago.
You're not a clone of Jango Fett.
Oh, this is another clone.
You're just a clone. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You're one of the clones that wasn't chosen to be successful.
It's
No, like,
apparent by his mechanic skills.
They let them test out the
Basically, these
safety gear.
people they escaped the Clone Wars. They went off, formed their own little colony on this barren place, and they just did what they do. Make clones, and they had a hope at one point, and they've got a few hundred of you.
Cool. So it's just a planet of me
Yeah.
and whatever.
Kamino.
Kaminoans.
Yeah.
You're the
Okay.
damaged comic book colony.
So
All your
The
books
bad
have
batch
spine
of
ticks.
9.5s.
They're
Yeah.
all color breaking spine
Spine
ticks.
ticks and color rubs.
blunted corners.
Yeah.
So we're at the
Defect.
2-hour mark. Let's go ahead and wind this down. And if you guys decide you want to play again, we
Yeah.
can pick up from this place. If you guys
Yeah.
are all down.
It's been
Works
dope.
for me.
So before we drop off, let's just talk about it a little bit. I want to hear everybody's thoughts. We'll go across the board. First of all, I want to say this was really fun. You guys were easy to teach. It wasn't the most robust system, but you guys adapted well with what we have.
Shadow Rabbit didn't kill anyone here on the panel.
Not yet.
Well, you guys are on the on the ship together, so
Yeah,
That's
sorry
right.
about that concussion.
Hey, I gotta mess up somebody, so I'm good. Should have ripped her arm off.
gee, the Wookiee.
I liked it as a good setup. It leaves a lot of room for us still to mold character, to come up with
Sparks
backstory if
did-
we want.
Yeah, Sparks did ice that Nightwalker, without too much hesitation.
Mm. Yeah, he's violent against Zeltron women, apparently.
Hey, he cuffed me. Not very well, obviously, because I broke out. But
Okay. So Phil, do you have any? You said you think it's a nice setup. So I'm going to go to Parallel Fat Guy. What are your thoughts on everything? On how this
I
game?
thought it was pretty cool. I mean, pretty good, except I just felt embarrassed. I can't do a Wookiee roar, but no, I thought it was fun. No, I honestly, I've tried for 42 years. I cannot.
You should
do
buy
that.
a device. Go and buy like a handheld.
I'm telling you, there's an app. Just look it up.
Is
Is it like a
Yeah.
dog toy you can have?
Yeah.
sometimes
Well,
you
is
just
there an app for that?
I'm
I'm
sure
sure.
there
Yeah,
is.
get
Wookiee
that.
There's
Wookiee
gotta
mouse
be
for that lady.
If there's not, we're making one for you,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, really.
All right, Sif, what are your thoughts on everything? How do you think this turned out?
Oh, I thought it was great. I mean, first of all, the panel, we do spine ticks all the time. So it was probably the best gaming session I've ever had, to be honest. I mean, everybody here clicked. I thought I know you're a storyteller anyway. You're a self-published author. I felt like your talent as a storyteller is really coming out in the show. It felt very cinematic, right? I mean, I actually felt some emotions, like I didn't want to fucking die. and get hurt by my friends.
So
I thought there was.
but did it feel? It didn't feel controlled, right? You guys still felt like you could make choices and they mattered.
Yeah, no, it felt like an open world MMO. Like honestly,
good.
like it felt like we can go anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, there's going to be some restrictions and like walls that pop up, but I tried to make that like it might have seemed like a wall with the Zeltron chick, but Sparks really could have gotten out of that situation. He just didn't.
Yeah, no, that was fun to watch. Like it seemed like bad luck for Sparks, so that was fun to watch. Lewis was hilarious. It should have gotten off Parlor sooner. That was the moment of the night. I thought it was great, man. I had a lot of fun.
Awesome. I'm glad that's good feedback. I do enjoy DMing, and I probably have DM'd more than I've played at this point. So,
yeah. No, a very creative story too.
Nola, thank you. Nola, you got the most recent experience with
Is that a donkey?
Yeah.
That's Eddie Murphy.
Shrek.
I think what you did really well and what worked out really well is you left a lot of open space for people that haven't played before. You left room for some really easy character development as opposed to focusing on really getting all of the numbers and the stats and all that kind of stuff. So at this point, I think if we want to move forward, everyone's got a really good idea after one session of who they are and what they're supposed to be doing, except for Sparks, who doesn't really. So
I need some more information about who I am.
Right, but yeah,
So we won't be able to sleep tonight.
I completely agree with Sith. I think honestly it was one of the better gaming sessions I've ever had because
thank you.
We weren't tied up with specifics too much. It was really giving everyone a chance to kind of play the story instead of playing numbers.
Yeah, that's what I really try to go for. But that said, I do want to bring stats into it more.
Oh, of course.
But to start off, I don't want to throw a 5e character sheet at someone who's never played before and try to do it on YouTube.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But what's great is where we left this off at. If you guys decide you want to play again and we do this again, we can do it here or wherever. And if one or two of you can't make it or whatever, this is like a home base place. That character just stayed behind and you guys went off on this mission. If somebody dies, then we go from there with it.
Just guarding the tauntauns.
Yeah. So
Could we also bring like somebody in from the chat, for one off or whatever?
Absolutely. I'd love to bring Caroline in. I'd love to bring Aegis in.
West in here.
I really
want to play.
want Eric to be
John
a part
Miller
of it.
needs to get a camera and come do this because he would fit right in.
Yeah.
I have one more comment is that, this is a lot of fun. I didn't drink any beer because I didn't want to have to piss 20 times. And I didn't have to at all because I wasn't drinking beer, but I got to figure out how to get a cat box below me or something so I could, have my 10 beers and not interrupt the gaming session.
Do you cath? Oh, I cath. You want a cath?
Yeah, there you go.
Commercial.
Interesting that your choice was a cat box as opposed to a bottle.
Well, yeah, bottle might be good. Yeah.
Bottle's a little bit less,
Bigger target.
medical involvement.
Get the Gatorade.
All right, Noah, do you have any other input or?
No, that's it for me for now.
Okay. Cool. All right, Sparks. You and Harry, that guy's opinion matter the most because you've never done it before.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to follow along. The only time I was like, "Oh, what do I say?" was like the what were you guys illegally transporting?
Mm-hmm. I left that to you to make up.
Yeah, I know. And then someone said something's killing the children, so I started creating those monsters a little bit.
You did good. Yeah, that was perfect.
But then also it kind of did sound like it could have been a cat. So that worked out. But no, it was really fun. I thought, obviously I've never done this before, so I didn't know what to expect. Didn't know what to expect with what I would have to do, and creating stuff on the fly isn't always my best suit, but it still went well, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think everybody fell into that role.
Yeah, and I think hearing some of the people who had done this before, hearing how they were interacting in it, I think some of the stuff like Lewis was saying, I was like, oh, so those are good ideas, good thoughts on like what we should be doing, like or Nola or Sith, and Phil, with all of you guys having done some of this before, even if it had been a little bit, I think helped with figuring out what to do in situations.
Yeah, well, what's great is with like Harry Fat Guy, he has a character that can only communicate with one other character here, and he was still able to stand in his place where he needed to be and do things right. And dude, he took out the most TIE fighters, right? I mean, actually, I don't know. Who took out the most? We know fucking up, man.
No, I just kept damaging them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's put
damaged
tally
one
marks
TIE
on the
fighter. Damaged another one.
Off
Finally
the wing.
destroyed one.
All right, Lewis.
Yeah, man, that was great. I was a little bit nervous before. I didn't know if I was going to have to write out a gigantic chart with everything and look up a bunch of lingo. But I thought you led us through it really good there.
Yeah,
You
and we can still.
I wrote down all my rules.
No, man, everyone was having fun. Danny, you dungeon mastered it well, and I'm interested to see where it goes.
Awesome. Yeah, I'd love to have all of you guys back to do this again.
Yeah.
Lewis, what did you think that you got the most hands-on with? Obviously, Sparks was going to get a note for a future thing, and Nola, you were going to get a note too if this thing went off well. But Lewis, you were my experiment with that. What did you think about having a note beforehand that gave you an idea of how you were going to enter this whole thing?
I thought it was cool. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like come right out and like have to act like a stormtrooper, and then whenever the opportunity arose, turn on everyone or what. But I thought it was good. It kind of gave me ground to stand on.
All that he knew in it beforehand was I told him, I said, you are a stormtrooper that is just looking for a reason AWOL. He didn't know anything about what you guys were going to be up to. He was coming in just as blind as all of you were. He only knew that he was a stormtrooper. So there he goes. I said it would be, all I told him was at some point, a character was going to trigger a cinematic event. I didn't know what that character was. As far as Lewis was concerned, he knew that I knew who it was going to be. I had no idea that it was going to be the band manager getting, and then all the chick in the back and all that. Like, I didn't know any of that. I just knew that I was going to create avenues to where one of you would be able to trigger that cinematic. And when that got triggered, that's the cue for Lewis to start blasting. So
yeah.
Cool. I like that turned out. And I haven't DM'd in about 8 or 9 months, so that was kind of fun to just get back in the groove of it.
If civilization collapses, I'm grabbing Lewis. Me and Lewis we're gonna run the Mad Max world.
Got my football gear and
you're gonna grab the one. You're gonna grab the one guy that tried to blow you up with a grenade. You're a fucking.
Well, we're cool like that.
I didn't try very hard.
Hey, Sith. Half the time I'm gonna be excellent, and half the time I'm gonna try to get us killed. So
yeah.
I got
I
you, Sparks.
really like how everyone fell into the roles extremely well. Okay, like you guys, you being the timid mechanic and you being the pop star, really fun with that, and you got Wookiee over here, the roadster. Lewis, I gotta compliment you above everyone else a little bit because of how awesome of ideas you came up with on the freaking fly. Guys, can you give him a round of applause for coming up with that shit? Throwing a freaking grenade and like banging shit like all this. Dude,
that's just my go-to on anything though.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't know you were going to be a demolition expert. You made yourself a demolition expert. You wrote your backstory, even though I gave him the role of a stormtrooper going rogue, and he still made it a character that I didn't have in mind. So
that's who he really is, man.
Go with the flow.
You had a lot of experience of playing tabletop before, so I saw a lot of that come out where you were able to role play between people. Like you did an excellent. You were like kind of like the center of the web on this, of making sure that other people that you were interacting with could still react. Like that's
what I do on Spine Ticks, man.
Exactly. Yeah. No matter what, you were going to be the captain of the ship because the ship was Spine Ticks.
I I like how the timid mechanic blew the lady's head off.
Well, but look at the situation you were in leading.
I had the 23 roll at that point.
Yeah.
That
That's
was,
excellent, yeah.
Timid mechanic with anger management problems.
right.
So I told Sith before when this all got started, Sith asked if I would do something like this. I said, yeah, I'd love to do something like that. And I wanted to be Star Wars first because I knew all of us like Star Wars. But for the record, if you guys want to do something outside of this, I can DM any universe as long as I know the source material. I don't need to know every single thing like I know with Star Wars. But I mean, if you guys wanted to do Marvel Comics, if you guys wanted to do DC, if you guys wanted to do it,
Pornhub.
yeah. If you guys wanted to do, as long as I know the source material. So I wouldn't be good at something like Star Trek because I don't know that much Star Trek. Okay, so I couldn't do something like that. But I could do, I mean, a lot of things. So if you guys ever had an idea and you thought, hey, it'd be fun to do like a role play of this, shoot it to me. Shoot me on Instagram. And that goes for the people watching too. If they want to be a part of it. And we'll see if I can pull something together. But as long as I know the source material, I can have a basis and I can let the people playing that know the source material better than me run with it. My first time ever playing a role play game was actually Star Wars, and our DM did not know Star Wars that well, but he knew the movies and he knew that we knew, so he played off of our knowledge.
It's only a matter of time before Star Wars is in the Marvel universe anyway. So,
or straight up Disney universe.
Exactly.
Yeah. The comic Die has a role playing game also. So that kind of brings together the role playing games and comics all in one.
There actually was a Marvel role playing game once upon a time.
I've got it, man.
Yeah.
Didn't I pull that out last time?
Actually,
I know.
yeah, actually, I bought one. I bought that.
Yeah,
back
coworkers
in,
used to play that.
84, but then I realized I don't have anybody to play this with.
I've got every model. I'd like
none
to
of my
see.
friends-
I'd like to see hairy old fat guy in spandex. So that'd be nice.
So there's many models out there.
Yeah,
I know
made for his
Oh,
OnlyFans.
Oh, you're
always
sick.
cool to learn a new
Dave, you're a
system.
sick puppy.
It's always cool to learn a new system, but this system here that I'm using is transposable to pretty much anything. It is the core of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, which I consider to be the most superior tabletop out of everything I played.
Very MMO like.
Yeah, the core of it is transferable to anything. So now, and like I said, that's not to diss on the Marvel one or an older D&D. Like they have their place, but I'm just saying, if for pulling a group together that generally know, look at this, you guys know what you're doing now. We could go on Spine Ticks with 2 or 3 other people that don't know what this is at all, and they would see all of us working together and would know that we could do something like this.
I like Sean said, a Harry Potter world and Sparks could be Quidditch captain.
You see, and that's something I know Harry Potter, but I don't know it that well. But if I've got Sparks there as my wingman, then I know that I can make this happen. Like,
Me and Lewis would be Slytherin.
I like
I'm Hufflepuff.
Yeah, no, that was dope. I mean, yeah, let's keep doing the Star Wars thing, and then we can. Yeah, that's true, and then we can change worlds.
Are we doing any of this on Spine Ticks?
Yeah, I mean, I figured because like what was this, like 2 hours? So like we have like a 2-hour Spine Tick show in general. So I was trying to let's do this just to do it, right? Because we kept trying on Spine Ticks, but we got a guest list and mail calls, and we run out of time. I wanted to give this the proper respect that this gaming session should have. So maybe we'd like do it. What I want to do is actually take clips from this show and run a few teasers on Spine Ticks, have Danny talk about it. And then, the one where you're frozen, Lewis, you're just like meditating.
See, I thought if I just sit real still the whole time, you won't notice how crappy my internet is.
So, as far as future and all that kind of stuff, like I said, I couldn't see the chat. So did Al make it tonight to watch?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see him in there.
So this, I was telling Phil earlier, and I think Harold Fat Guy was telling you whenever we were waiting backstage. The reason why this all even came up in the first place was I did a show with Al like 3 months ago, 2-3 months ago. And after it was over with, me and him were talking backstage, and I just brought it up to him. He said he's never done any tabletop, and I was really surprised. And I said, man, you got to. And I immediately told him, I'm like, look, man, you got kids and stuff. Dungeons and Dragons is a really enlightening experience, actually. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there are emotional therapists that actually use Dungeons and Dragons for therapy sessions, like for real. Like it actually, there is a lot of evidence of it being a positive influence on people, curing depression and all kind of stuff. I said it's great. I said, look, man, there's a starter kit, not the starter kit because there is the starter kit, but there's a expanded starter kit that you can get at Target for like $18, and you can learn everything you need there. It comes with dice, it comes with character sheets, it comes with books, it comes with maps. It is a steal for $18. And I was like, man, Al, you should pick up something like that and like teach your kids. Like you'd learn as you go, you know? And so we were just talking, and I thought, okay, that'd be cool to actually do it like this. Because I mean, I've only played in person before now, but
we'd be like the Stranger Things kids.
Yeah.
I think.
Did you know there's a Stranger Things D&D?
Yeah, I know. I did. I saw that. I think what's funny is when we were talking about this backstage once about doing a tabletop game, Azor's Tiger said, tabletop like billiards.
Yeah.
So funny, man. He's
and
like billiards.
if Star Wars wasn't as much of Eric's thing and Eric wanted to play, I'd be willing to do a Mutants one.
Oh yeah, man, X-Men would be dope. Yeah,
I mean, but I want to extend the invitation. Like anybody who's watching this on the replay or live, you guys, this was the core of the people that I knew wanted to do it the most when it got brought up. So I wanted to make sure these people got. I'm glad everyone except for T-Rav, everyone made it in that was expressing interest. I talked to him too. He could make this is his birthday. Happy birthday, Troy. If you see this.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
man.
birthday, Troy.
Yeah. So he couldn't make it. And then I knew that Al had wanted to, and then Eric was wanting to be part of it, but they didn't express as much interest because they were probably a little more timid to learn it, you know. But as far as second, third sessions, I'd love for them to come in and then they can learn as we go because everyone else, the core people all know it now.
Yeah. Danny, this is my approach, right? Just like we introduced Sparks FOC segment and started lengthening it. Take some clips from this, bring that into Spine Ticks, get people familiar with kind of what we're doing, play a few high-level clips, have you talk about it, do it maybe on your channel a few more times, right? So that people kind of get used to seeing the highlights on Spine Ticks and then bring the session in so they're primed. You know, they kind of see like the funny moments and stuff. I think it'll be well received like that. Just kind of like how with Sparks, the FOC has been going so well that now that 3 minutes has turned into 10, 15 minutes, you know, and it's going well.
Yeah, I'm down with that. And like I said, if we can pull this together again, like in a week or whatever, or however, and all or most of you guys can come, we can sit your character out if you can't make it. No obligation there. And then we could bring someone like Caroline. I know she wanted to play. I'd be happy to have her here. I'd be happy to have pretty much anyone, like I said, Eric, Al, the invitation is extended to all of the core Spine Ticks family. And if people in the chat start becoming a big fan of this, then the invitation will probably be extended to them too. So,
yeah,
send in your application letter. Maybe it will be responded to. All right.
Cool. Well, does anybody have any other questions about the game itself, like things about it that you may not still understand? I should have asked that earlier, actually.
I'm a little disappointed that Doomsday Clock didn't come in to the show.
I'm actually glad it didn't.
Start chatting.
I had my Braille tablet already.
I like what Sean just said. He said he likes the idea of a mutant team, but with a randomizer to decide their power.
That's really cool. Sure.
Sparks would get like Goo Boy or something.
Speaking of randoms, there actually
we can use that card game you had.
There actually is a way of doing D&D where everyone is the dungeon master. It's really wild, and I've actually never done it myself. I've only seen it done. Basically, I would start the thing off and set the stage, and at some point, what my character would be ran as like a non-playable character, but then at some point, it would get passed to say Phil. Phil's now the dungeon master, and his character is just a non-playable, and he's running things. And then it jumps over to hairy old fat guy, and it just keeps going around the table, and everybody's getting 15 or 20 minutes of running the game. I've seen it done. I've never done it myself, but it would be something interesting. Yeah, and then the other thing I was going to mention too about it is the guy that ran my first session ever playing. He was a very, very serious Dungeons and Dragons guy, and he had a group that was all dungeon masters. They were dungeon masters for other games, and since they never got to play, they would get together and actually be able to play. He said there were 13 of them. I said, man, you had like the Last Supper of Dungeons and Dragons going on, man. Like where one guy's in the middle and there's just around the table. So,
Hey, Danny, I want to show this real quick since it was referenced. This is the core box set for the Marvel Superheroes game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had that. I did. I did find that.
Striking range, man.
Look, man, I got this would be Secret Wars module. Not that we have to play, but just so you can see the stuff. I mean, like here's another one with the Fantastic Four when She-Hulk was a part of it. All of these are all modules, man, and you can actually download these for free. That's a judge's screen right there. But the art's cool. Here's a Project Wide Awake with the mutants, right?
So next time we do this, I'll bring my D&D books out. I don't want to go in the bedroom right now because I think Liz is still awake, but I'll bring all my books and show you guys what all there is.
Yeah, I had all those 5th edition books. Look at this other X-Men book. Look how dope that is, man.
You had all the 5th edition books?
I had a ton of them.
You didn't have all of them because there's a bunch that just came out this year. I don't even have all of them. You got
I
Chris
had
Strahd right there. Oh my God.
I got what?
I've never played that, but my Steve, you know my friend Garrett that I brought out to California.
Oh, he's got. Oh, you know what? I had the 4th edition. Then
you remember Garrett that came out with me?
Yeah.
So that's the one that Phil just showed up, Curse of Strahd. Garrett played in that, and it was the most batshit insane thing that he ever played.
So this is
that null?
No, not far from. This is a revamped version, but this was originally came out back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I bought it simply because just the map of the castle alone was mind-boggling, and I just bought it because I wanted to read about the castle, and then ran some friends through it back in the day. But
yeah, so Garrett's session with that went on for almost a year of regularly meeting, almost once a week.
Easily,
very consistently, and it ended with every single person dying except for one person turned into a bird and went off to live in a field for the rest of their life.
It's a tough story.
And then the crazy thing that he said, turtles, that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
The crazy thing he said was there was a situation where everybody's running to jump through this portal, and then all of a sudden Strahd just pops up out of nowhere before the last guy goes through. And he's tussling with Strahd, throws him through another portal, and that totally threw everything out of whack because Strahd ends up in another dimension, and he's trying to get back to his own dimension to continue being the villain.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah. So that's wild that you have Curse of Strahd.
I would be down for D&D though. Actually, I mean, like a D&D world, that'd be fun too. I'd be a half orc.
Experience with that. I have a world that I developed that's designed for training new players. It's literally a training camp to learn how to be an adventurer, and I take on the role of an NPC that is like the commandant of the school of the adventuring school.
D&D Hogwarts.
I don't know it well enough, but I mean, I could if I had the right people. If you got Cara 3000 in here, she might have knowledge to.
This is fun. I mean, I don't care what setting we play. I mean, the interaction and the people was fun.
So my the majority of my experience, well, maybe not the majority, maybe 40% of my D&D experience as a DM comes from a session that me and Garrett ran last year that lasted for about 5 months, and it got ruined because of COVID.
Just you and him?
No, what we did was we came up with a site because we were playing with another group. We were playing with my wife, another friend, his wife, and then another friend, and then Garrett. And me and Garrett were like, okay, how cool would it be to just find random people that are interested in D&D but have no experience and then bring them into the fold? So we put ads on Craigslist. We put ads on Reddit. All this stuff, and we ended up getting a group of people. Down the street from me is a place called Merlin's Beard. It's a restaurant, gaming place, and a bar all in one, and it's really awesome. So we had a plan to meet there, and we had an awesome group. I mean, everyone who came in, they knew nothing about D&D. Me and Garrett were the only ones who knew anything, and we ran one of the most fun things I've ever done because I'm DMing and I'm running an NPC. Garrett is running a character. Garrett is privy to information the whole time because we're basically co-DMing even though I'm the one running it. And we were able to pull off cinematics that just shocked everyone because we pre-planned Garrett's character's death like 3 sessions in advance. And everyone was just fucking shocked because they thought that it just happened organically. And we didn't tell them until afterwards that it was planned.
Damn.
We were like, because
you're like Donnie Cates over there writing Venom. Where is Garrett anyway?
He's around. We went to the gym earlier.
He didn't want to do this sort of thing?
Oh, he probably would. I don't ever see him at this time of day. So,
what is he, like a reverse vampire? Only comes out in the day.
He's really into online gaming, so he spends his nights doing that.
Mm-hmm. Cybering with the ladies.
He's Batman.
Yeah. But no, it was great. So we had this group that we totally met online, and just meeting every Sunday, and it went all the way up until COVID, and then it just dissolved because nobody was willing to risk it, basically.
Well, this has definitely been fun, and again with a panel that we already do spine tick. So
yep, super cool. I've gotten to know all of you quite well. Harold Fat Guy, I still don't know you that well. We've talked a few times. Phil, we've been talking. Nola, you're my guy. Shadow, you're my guy. Steve, I've known you forever. Sparks, you've been putting out my favorite comic content on YouTube. I don't watch a ton because it's still a part of my life. It isn't my life. And you are my go-to. If I see you go live, I pretty much click that. Like, I really like how you've been doing things, and this indie talk show is really good too. So.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah, but Nola, what have you been? Are you gonna start doing like a live?
I am waiting.
Hour?
I am waiting for the J Spark of inspiration to hit me as to what to do with my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I am firmly convinced there are enough people doing unboxings and openings and that sort of thing. I don't need to throw my hat in the ring with that, although I will do it occasionally. But I really want to come up with something that I'm just going to have fun with, and I'm just not sure what that is yet. So once I get it figured out.
Okay.
That was my problem, Nola. Like, because Spine Ticks has been doing its thing, but what do I do with my personal channel?
Yeah. And
that's when I took the idea of doing my Star Wars spotlights and then just putting that little clip on the Sithlordly channel. And I, because we're doing it live on Spine Ticks, I didn't have to spend a bunch of time professionally recording my spotlight because we're already doing it live. And then it was kind of cool because like you guys are all part of my spotlight. So I'm just taking that clip where we are all together and just putting it right on my channel. Because there's some people who don't want to watch a 4-hour chop up show, right? But they like the little spine tick. They like the Star Wars spotlight element. So they'll watch that 10-minute video, but not the 4-hour spine ticks.
Well, I've been doing a big deep dive into the limited amount of Something's Killing the Children that's been printed so far, because it doesn't feel like anybody's really done that yet. It's not like we know first appearances or we do, but no one's ever really sat down and taken the time to like really work out where that book is at. And someone needs to, because it's gotten so incredibly pricey at this point. So I was just thinking that might be the next thing I do.
We're still getting books thrown up here. That's awesome.
Still just trying to throw together a nice kind of database for Something's Killing the Children information and go from there.
They are doing more after the 15th one, right?
Yes.
We're going to take a hiatus for a couple of months and then jump back into it.
Yeah.
Sparks, is there a second trade yet on that?
Yeah, there is.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would imagine there'll be a third before too long.
Yeah, because we're at issue 13 right now, so I have 2 more issues, and then they'll pop out a third trade.
I have the first trade, and because I got on that boat late, but seeing all these variants and books you're putting out there, the FOMO's kicking in. I'm like, why don't I just buy the top book so I can, surprise you on Spine Ticks?
Yeah, you've got the wall up, right?
I know something else relevant to the whole D&D thing. Steve, that story I was telling you about, you told me to bring it up, whatever. I can bring it up now, and you can clip it, or we can bring it up again on Spine Ticks if you want. You know what I'm talking about? What I was telling you about that crazy shit that happened in the 90s with D&D.
Oh, are you talking about with Tom Hanks and that TV special?
No. The thing me and you were talking about, I was telling you about the thing that happened in game, the hoax.
I don't remember, man.
Okay,
was I drunk?
Actually, Phil, I bet you probably know this. Actually, do you know what the Hand of Vecna is, right? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, D&D is in its 5th edition. The first edition was made back in the 70s, and every one of them has built.
I got that, man.
Yeah, so it's all built on that.
The red box.
What's that?
Yeah, the red box, the basic and expert sets.
So the lore from D&D is always built on the adventures from the previous editions, largely, and in many occasions, the actual games that were played, some real life games that were played around a table, got so pop culture famous that they made their way into the official books of the next generation. For example, all of the original spells from the 2nd edition,
Magic Missile,
they were named after the wizards from the first game, which was the original people that play tested the game. And that has been constantly building. Well, in one of the early editions, there was a villain character who was a necromancer named Vecna. And they brought him in, and a game got played where he got eliminated and everything was destroyed except for his hand and one eye. And those became relics in a later version of the game.
Oh, that's dope.
You got the hand, you cut off your own hand, sewed it on, you would get powers of Vecna. You could pluck out your own eye, put in
Evil
Vecna's
Dead
eye.
2.
You could see things. Okay. So anyway, in the 90s, there was just a regular group of people like we are now sitting around a kitchen table, and they were playing a game. The DM was running 2 separate groups in the same world, and those groups were meeting on different nights, and they were competing against each other. One of the groups came up with this idea of creating an in-game hoax. So what they did was they start going around paying townspeople to make up rumors, getting bards to tell stories of legends that weren't true. They went way out in the middle of the jungle to this temple. They cut off a random guy's head, stuck it up on a temple mount, and started setting booby traps all around it. And they went and they told this story to all the bards and all the people of the head of Vecna. So all the other players on this other team, they knew about the hand and the eye, and they were like, well, what the hell's the head do? So they were like, well, we got this idea. We're going to go get the head of Vecna. So this team goes on this long adventure, this quest, through all the jungle, fighting through booby traps, all that shit. They get to the head, and they're like, well, what do you do with it?
Cursed him. Look at that.
The hand and the eye you had to cut off, so I guess you got to cut off the head. So the team starts taking turns, cutting each other's heads off and trying to sew the head to it quickly before they die. Keep in mind, this is a random head. All right, this isn't even Vecna. All right. And it got all the way down to the last guy who I don't even know what, I think his character was a druid or something. And he literally was standing there holding the head going, oh God, like we've made a serious mistake. So the other team won by tricking them through this hoax, by getting them all to slaughter each other.
Another group.
And yeah, and what's funny is someone had mentioned this head, if it were the head of Vecna, it's not going to give you the power of Vecna. It's just going to give Vecna a new body.
To come to life and slaughter everybody.
So what's really cool about this is this was made up in a kitchen table in the mid-90s, and it has circulated through the conventions and through the internet so much that it is now part of D&D lore.
Damn.
Wow.
So my hope with that is that the group that took the head left both eyes in the head and no one ever thought to check.
Yeah,
he's got 3 eyes.
They were like, did no one do a check on this thing to see if it had 2 eyes?
Right? Exactly.
Said that, yeah. But anyway, the reason why I tell this story is because to me, that is a really strong anecdote for why tabletop gaming is so freaking awesome and what all you can actually do with it. That you could influence the greater gaming community with something. Like, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but man, 20 years from now, people might be playing D&D games, and it might come up that, Shadow was blowing up ships and shit with his demolition stuff. You know what I mean? Like something like that could stay within the universe of this.
Dude, look at that Fiend Folio.
Wow.
AD&D.
That's some real old.
that.
Wow.
I've never played that old of it.
Monster
edition,
Manual,
Yeah.
right? Dungeon Master's Guide,
Yep.
and
So-
then
So that Dungeon Master's Guide, by the way, if you look at it in that yellow stripe, there's a version of that where the D is cut off, and it's like in comic books, it would be the equivalent of a real low print run of that DM guide.
okay.
I saw one the other day. It was signed by Gary Gygax. Gary Gygax, who's the creator of D&D.
Oh shit.
Trying to sell like fucking $2,000 for that book.
Speaking of him,
By the way, yeah.
these are the modules, the old ass modules.
Yep.
By the way, Sith, I don't know what version you have of that, and I don't know it well enough, but you might look into it. There is an old version of that was literally taken off shelves and reprinted because the shit in it was so goddamn brutal and considered racist and sexist and all this stuff that they had to like reformat the book. So
I know they did that with deities and demigods. They made a few different versions. And then, dude, the old dragon magazines
Yep.
Look at that.
with the dragon babes and all that.
Do you know what the print? Do you know what the prints on those are? Like, is it first print, second print? What
For what? Deities and demigods?
for that? No, for the core books.
They look like second edition to me. Some of them.
Yeah,
are
it's
first.
AD&D.
Well, I know that, but the print of it.
Oh,
I can take a look.
Because if it's first print, you might have a serious relic on your hands.
yeah.
Well, the
That's what I was, yeah, some of those books are worth a shit ton of money.
The DMG.
Uh-oh. Rick and some other people in there. Am I cutting out or are you guys cutting out?
You were cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, deities and demigods had to be pulled back, but that had like Thor and all the Odin and all those guys in there. But they had the Elric and Moonglum, all those. They took that from. They took it and it was copywritten, but they put it in deities and demigods and had to reprint it without that.
See, that's not what I'm talking about. I know what you're saying with that. I'm talking about the books that were like saying that like that all freaking orcs came from rape and stuff like that or whatever. Like there was
that's not true.
Huh?
The half orcs.
Yeah, the half like there's a whole thing of that.
Is a woman gonna want to get with an orc? I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like it was explicit in the book and they had to pull it off the shelves. And that was one thing. There's a bunch of stuff.
This says 1979. I don't know about an edition though. This might be a later because it says 77 and 78. Oh, fourth edition, fourth print of Monster Manual. But this one was always cool because I think it was like in the UK or something. Fiend Folio.
See, I had some advanced D&D books, but I gave them to a friend of mine because I even though it's funny I'm here collecting comics, but I don't collect a lot of stuff. But I gave it to my friend who did. But I've got all the new 5e books, or not all of them, but
Yeah, I had all the fourth edition then, and then I my buddy and I were playing those. I really like this edition just because it's so nostalgic and the art is super dope. But
well,
you know, I get
the most player friendly by far. Fourth, I know a lot of people. I played the starter version of fourth one time, so I didn't get into it, so I can't really judge either way. But from my experience, the 3.5 edition and the 5th edition are pretty much the favorites.
Yeah. No, I mean, if we start playing, you know, I'll invest in some books.
I've got like 8 in there.
I got my Player's Handbook. That's the only one I've got anymore.
Which one?
Player's Handbook.
5th edition?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what Wes is saying about Franz Frazetta. Definitely. I mean, because I grew up in that time period, man.
Yep.
And then, like, I had all the books, and my stepmom was like, "This is satanic," and she like threw out all my books and shit.
That's awesome.
You know, but you know, when I was like, you know, 8 or 9, reading these like advanced books, they were like collegiate level. You know what I mean? D&D really helped me out. You know, the reading comprehension.
Have any of you? Well, you probably haven't, Seth, but Phil, did you ever play the OG Dungeons, the one that wasn't labeled and the editions? Like it wasn't first edition; it was just.
Was it the
it's
white
Dungeons
box?
and Dragons.
The one that was harder than shit. Like, I mean, like it was not designed around role play. Like that, the role play thing is something that didn't come into the fold really until advanced and all that.
That was when I started playing. Was when AD&D
That makes sense.
began.
The books I was shown.
Yeah.
And so, Danny, I don't know if you can see the chat, but like Wesley's really into D&D, and so he's got a couple of 5th edition books. He's part of Power Pack. I don't know if you watched him with Joey Does Comics and Kid Collector, but yeah, he's way into D&D.
Well, they're like, have any of you guys ever played Dark Souls, the video game?
Yep.
I've got a Dark Soul, but no,
No, but I've watched some people play it.
Yeah, that
You
game is
know how hard that is. Like you
It's
see.
impossible.
So what they did when they created that, they wanted to create a video game version of what the original Dungeons and Dragons was. The original Dungeons and Dragons was you sat there with your group and you rolled up and created a character, stats and everything. And they used to say, don't even bother naming him unless you get to like level 3 because it's so fucking hard. So you roll up the character, you're in a tavern, somebody tells you, hey, you know, there's this dungeon outside of town. You might go check it for treasure. You go out there, you enter the place, you walk in, the ceiling falls down and crushes you, you're dead. Start over, roll up a new character. You go back out there, you walk down the street, you go to there, you dodge the ceiling falling. Okay, you take 3 steps, skeleton comes out, pokes you with a spear, you're dead. Start over, roll up a new character. Come back, dodge the ceiling, dodge the skeleton, keep walking, floor falls down, you fall into a spike pit, dead. Start over. That's how it was.
Mhm.
And when they made that Dark Souls game, that game is the video game embodiment of that.
Dude, Danny, check this out, man. This is Stranger Things Dungeons and Dragons, brand new comic. But look at the dope retro art. I mean, that's like the Beholder right there.
Beholder.
And so I cut out almost all my pull list except for like 4 titles, but Stranger Things is really awesome with the D&D and everything. You watched the show, right? Didn't you on Netflix?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the D&D aspect of Stranger Things really pulled me in, plus the music, of course.
Oh, yeah, it's an all-around good. You know that show is based on a fake county that exists 1 county over from me?
Oh, yeah, you were saying.
They mentioned my town that I'm in right now and my county.
Hawkins, right?
Huh?
Hawkins, right?
Hawkins, yeah. And they mentioned Tippecanoe, and they mentioned Lafayette, and they mentioned all that, like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Did they mention Tyler too?
Tippecanoe and Tyler too.
There actually is down by the mall. There is a flea market called the Tippecanoe and Tyler 2, or it's just called the Tyler 2 Flea Market.
John Tyler.
All right, guys. Well, we are coming up on the 3-hour mark, so we can cut this, and we got like a little over 2 hours of play in though. That was awesome. You guys learned from scratch and got to play and everything. That's super cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Definitely.
We should get Wesley in here.
Yeah.
All right,
do
so
D&D.
we're gonna cut out here, guys. Everybody, I want to appreciate the chat for watching. I'm gonna go back and read your comments since I didn't see most of them while I was running this thing. But anybody watching the replay, definitely come back or if we do some more. So. All right,
Thank you, sir.
Travel and Root Beer is out. I think.
Not yet.
Yeah, it is out.